Classic hits in the morning and your favorite country giants throughout the day.
The best start to my day.
I love country music.
The new 95.9 KMAR. The Bird.
The following is a broadcast of KMAR Sports. Welcome to the Patriot pregame show, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Let's send it to the booth and join the voice of the Patriots, Cody Maroney and Matt Reynolds.
And welcome to Friday Night Football here at Tioga High School, the reservation at Toomey Ingram Field. Cody Maroney along with Matt Reynolds on the regular season finale for Franklin Parish football as Patriots come into tonight's contest with an 8-1 record, and in district play they have a whopping 4-0 record, undefeated here in district play in 2024. District champions with a win last week over Wassman 33-6 to improve the Patriots record to 8-1 on the year. And tonight they'll be taking on a Tioga Indian team that is 4-5 on the regular season, 2-2 in district 2-4A competition here in 2024. Matt, it seems like just yesterday we were saying welcome to the first broadcast of the season, and now we're saying welcome to the regular season finale of the season.
Yeah, it flies by when you're having fun, doesn't it? And we've had a lot of fun this year with this Patriot team. They've checked off a lot of boxes, and you mentioned a big one last week at Patriot Stadium, Cody. First ever district championship for the Patriots, and it was a picturesque scene as, of course, celebrated in big style on the field after the game. The players, you could tell how much it meant to them, wearing the shirts saying district champs. And also, I didn't see any cakes out on the sideline, but they got one a couple weeks before, right? But you know what? Coach A.B. obviously knows and tries to stress his team that they still have a lot to play for, and especially tonight, getting this win over Tioga. You would be 9-1 for the first time in school history, but also you got to keep those power points up, as there's still a small chance you can jump to number 4 going into the playoffs, which start next week. And, of course, that would mean a bye in the first round and set up pretty good for the playoffs. Still sitting at number 5, but, Cody, here's something to think about. FP's been in the top 10 of the rankings all year long, have never left the top 10, and now they're sitting at number 5. Going against a Tioga team tonight that they got a little payback probably in mind for last season. Went back and watched some film from the game last year, and if you remember, Cody, Tioga put together a long, methodical drive that lasted pretty much the last 7 minutes of the game. They score right with about 30 seconds remaining to go ahead, and, of course, FP did not have time to answer that call. So they got some payback in mind for a Tioga team tonight, and I think Coach Burnett is going to look at it. They thought they were the better team last year. I think everybody thinks FP coming in this game is the favorite here tonight. But you got to take care of business on senior night here at the reservation against a Tioga team who is every year very gritty, very well coached. We were talking with Coach Emfinger before the game. They have a great track program, a lot of deceptive, speedy guys on this Tioga team. And they score a lot of points this year. They're averaging 40 points a game. So they put up some points. You probably all will remember the score, the area football fans from earlier this year, where they put up 60-something points against Gina, which I don't think had been done in over a decade. So a dangerous team, but, you got to think at this point they're battle-tested, these Patriots, and they're ready for the challenge.
Well, the teams that they've taken on this year, you talked about them being battle-tested. Calvary Baptist, Ouachita, West Ouachita, a St. Fred's team that is quietly now 9-1 after winning last night. So
got their own district championship last night,
right.
The first one since 1996 for Coach Bilderback in his first year.
And so Franklin Parish obviously have been fans of the St. Fred's Warriors all season.
Rooting them on, baby.
The only loss on their schedule has been to these Patriots. So, they've done a little help with them in the power ratings as well, going 9-1 on the year. Ouachita, who's doing really well, has had a couple of heartbreakers.
In the toughest district in the
toughest
state.
district, absolutely. So, I mean, you're going to get a win out of them tonight. I would imagine they take on Pineville tonight, so I think that one will be good for.
Of course,
Ouachita.
Calvary Baptist has run the table.
That's right.
Since losing to Franklin Parish, and then can't forget the West Ouachita Chiefs.
They've also run
their
the table
best season. Could be their best season ever with a win tonight. They'll also be 9-1 this season.
So really, what really hurts Franklin Parish in the power ratings, if you really want to get down to crunching numbers and everything, and it's been the game against Caldwell has really hurt them because Caldwell has gone over. They do take on Vidalia, who we've been told has been the worst team in Vidalia in 20 years.
Yep.
So who knows? They might get a point tonight out of Caldwell to help them get over into
that's
that
all it would take.
That's it. That's all it would take. But, in talking with Coach Burnett, when you start crunching these numbers and everything, you start talking about the teams that you played this year and how whether they've helped you, whether they've hurt you. Obviously, if you get the win at Ouachita that night, I think you're sitting pretty right now. You're possibly a 2 seed if that happens, just from the points from playing up. And then the wins that they've had, I think 4 or 5 this year.
Yeah, and then on the flip side of that, at the beginning of the year, we're talking about the new schedule this year and how it was stepping up a little bit. And Coach Burnett was really stressing this is the way we need to do things from now on to start getting some big teams, some big names before we get to district. I think if we would have played the schedule from the last few seasons, Cody, we'd be sitting probably around 10 right now, maybe even further down the list than that.
Especially if Neville's not in the district.
Yeah, right. So, just scheduling those games, it was a big deal to really amp up the schedule and kind of take it up a notch this year. And, of course, winning that game against Calvary makes it extra special. I know you're going to look back at that Ouachita game and think about what could have been because I know everybody pretty much in the stadium walked away thinking FP was the better team that night. But I think that built their confidence. That gave them so much more confidence, and they have ridden that wave, and it is completely getting higher and higher every single week, their confidence on the field. And so, once we got to district play, hard-fought battle with West Ouachita. I know you and I come away really impressed with the West Ouachita Chiefs and the fight they gave with those 25 seniors, battle-tested squad they had. But since then, they've stayed focused against inferior opponents, right? And they've really dominated the district. There's nobody can say who's not the best team in the district when you come away with a win tonight like you're projected to be. It's clear-cut. You're the best team in the district. And then you just look towards the playoffs, and, man, I really don't see a dramatic fall-off from this team because every week in and week out they've gotten better and better in different parts of the game. And also another thing, I don't believe in jinxes, Cody, so I'm going to say it. Franklin Parish has been blessed with great conditioning and staying healthy because we're not the largest 4A roster. We play a ton of guys, a ton of younger guys. A lot of guys play both ways. Some guys never leave the field, it seems like. And everybody has stayed healthy. A little nicks here and there, but for the most part, been a very, very healthy squad. And that's played a big part of this run, too.
Franklin Parish getting set to wrap up 2024 tonight with a district contest at Tioga as the Indians will host Franklin Parish senior night here for Tioga tonight. Franklin Parish football kicks off at the top of the hour, 7 p.m. We'll be back with more on the Farm Bureau Insurance Patriot pregame show. Countdown to kickoff, about 21 minutes to kick off here at the reservation. And when we come back, we'll take a look at the Winsboro Sports scoreboard. You're listening to the Farm Bureau Insurance Patriot pregame show.
It feels good to buy local. Whether you're supporting Franklin Parish's small businesses, family-owned restaurants, or Farm Bureau Insurance, there's a local agent like me in every parish, and my small business is dedicated to helping you protect what's important to you and your family. I'm Christy McManus. Call me at 435-9745 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote, and to learn more about how Farm Bureau Insurance can save you time and money. That's Christy McManus at 435-9745.
Buying my automobile with White Ford has been a pleasure. They always treat me professional.
Whether it be the salesman or the service department, they're always ready to help.
It's the service part that keeps you coming back.
They've always been fair on price, so that's a good thing.
It's nice to walk in a dealership where you can see smiling faces and you feel welcome.
I have recommended to many of my friends to buy from White Ford.
We give them an idea of what we want, and they always come through with what we were looking for.
Our overall experience at White Ford has been great. We wouldn't trade it for anything. When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect automobile you've always wanted. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Diane Roten is right here in Winsboro to help you select the right protection at the right price. Diane will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Diane Roten, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her today. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
WSB, you can bank on us, you can bank on us. A smile and a friendly way lets you know that you're in the right place. At WSB, you can bank on us.
Winsboro State Bank. We're nearby in Winsboro, Gilbert, Mangum, and Rayville. Member FDIC.
WSB.
No brands like Buick and GMC, no deals like a Sango deal. And folks, no time like now. This is Mark Sanguinetti. Head to Winsboro now because there's never been a better time to buy. That's right, folks. Every Buick and GMC, every car, truck, and SUV on our lot is priced to sell. And Sango's service department is here for all your service needs. Shop our full inventory 24/7 at SangoGMC.com. There's no deal like a Sango deal, so don't wait. You make the drive, I'll make the deal at Sango Buick GMC in Winsboro.
Hello, this is Brian Wade, Vice President of Progressive Bank. I invite all of my customers and friends to drop by Progressive Bank today. You may be surprised to find that we are not your typical community bank. We have a complete array of depositing and lending services. We offer financial planning, wealth and investment management, commercial cash management, technology-based services, and more, all combined with the very best of personal service. Progressive Bank, your life, your business, your bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, loan subject to credit approval.
Welcome back to the Farm Bureau Insurance Patriot pregame show. Countdown to kickoff live here on KMAR and streaming online on the KMAR YouTube live stream as well. I want to welcome everybody inside the Franklin State Bank broadcast booth. Cody Maroney, Matt Reynolds, as we get you set for Patriots and Indians tonight from Tioga High School.
That's right, Cody. And, of course, Tioga and Franklin Parish got introduced to each other a few years ago, right, when we entered that district. And then, of course, get separated by a few years, and this will be the third straight year of Tioga and Franklin Parish entangling up in district play. 1-3 all-time, the Patriots against Tioga. Of course, 2023 last year, we mentioned it a little bit earlier. Patriots suffered a 20-16 loss to the Indians, and it happened on a long drive in the fourth quarter where Tioga ate up a lot of the clock and then scored inside a minute to go ahead, and the Patriots could not respond to that. The year before that, the Patriots won that game against Tioga. That was 2022. I believe it was a homecoming game, too. 23-13 win over Tioga. And then, of course, there was a break there when we were not in the district with them. 2016, lose to them. Another tight game, 30-27. And then in 2015, Tioga got the best of the Patriots, 42-24. So all time, Tioga's got the lead 3-1 over the Patriots going into tonight's contest. Just looking at Tioga, though, on the season, Cody, 4-5. Some of the teams they've lost to. They started the season with a loss to Sterlington. Then they lose to Leesville. Then they lose to Pineville by 3 points. And they finally get their first win in Week 4 against Richwood, who still hasn't won a game this year. Then they beat Gina in that crazy game where they scored on every single possession, 65-26. Then they lose to Wassman. 38-24 to start district play. They lose to West Washita 48-26 before beating Peabody 52-28, and last week taking care of Grant 42-8. So the Franklin Parish Patriots, know what they got coming in tonight against a good Tioga team. Probably not the best one they've seen in this 5-game stretch we've played against them, but mentioned they're averaging 41 points a game. Their defense is giving up 26 points a game. On the flip side of that, Franklin Parish's defense is averaging they're only giving up 14 points a game. And in the last 3 games, they've only given up an average of 59 yards per game.
And only 6 points.
And only 6
Two
points.
of those 3 were shutouts. They gave up 6 points last week to Wassman. So
yeah, so in the last 12 quarters, you've given up 6 points, and you've given up only 178 total yards combined in 3 games. The defense is firing on all cylinders. And we'll go to the Winsboro Sports Scoreboard. Cody had a lot of games last night, of course, last game of the year. Some teams try to get it out of the way on Thursday night. Oak Grove went over to Stephen Fitzhugh Field and gave Ouachita Christian their first loss since they named it Stephen Fitzhugh Field years ago. 44-14. Oak Grove flexed their muscle on OCS.
20 years?
I don't know how many years it's been.
Somebody posted it and said it had been that long since Oak Grove got a win at
that
Ouachita
field.
Christian.
That's right. So a big win, a 30-point win over a previously undefeated OCS team who, will say this, OCS had one of the weakest schedules in the state. That's why they were 9-0 and ranked number 10 in their division because of their strength of schedule. The Delta Storm and St. Fred's played for a district title last night. Unfortunately, Coach Blake Wheeler at the Delta Storm ran into a buzzsaw in the St. Frederick Warriors, who have just wrecked shop in that district this year. They shut out the Delta Storm 43-0 and claimed their first district title at St. Frederick since 1996 in Coach Bilderback's first year. And he comes in there in his first year and he lost his quarterback, 2 of his running backs, didn't have his best defensive player most of the year. He came onto the team last. He's a LSU commitment. Baseball was going to take this year off.
Yeah.
I don't know if he just said, we're going so good, maybe I'll get back in the mix. And they let him back on the team last week, so he's now back, though. But outstanding job by Coach Bilderback there in St. Frederick in his first year.
So I heard somebody say that it's the Bilderback better program.
That's right. He's doing something. We'll say this, though. He won championships in Mississippi, so it's not like this guy doesn't have a coaching pedigree.
Yeah.
So over in Farmerville last night, Union Parish takes care of Sterlington 31-23. Cody, I watched the first half of this game. It was like 31-6 at halftime. I turned it off, and apparently Sterlington did fight back. Not enough, though, as Farmerville takes care of Sterlington. They're no longer in the same district. Both 3A teams from North Louisiana, but they're in separate districts. So it was a non-district win for the Union Farmers. Faraday Trojans, Mr. George's Faraday Trojans, 32-6, of course. Beats Rayville, who's had a really, really tough season. We saw them in the Jamboree, but they have lost something like 15 players since then, and they've just really struggled. Faraday takes care of Rayville 32-6 last night, and the Block Bears get the win over Tensall last night, 56-6. Tonight on the Winsboro Sports Scoreboard, we'll keep you updated with these scores. As we mentioned, the Caldwell Spartans travel over to the Mississippi River to try to get their first win of the year against Vidalia. Franklin Parish needs them to get that victory to hopefully boost FP to that number 4 seed in the Division II playoffs. General Trask goes down to play Delhi. Jonesboro Hodge will travel to Ruston to play Cedar Creek. Arcadia and Lincoln Prep will tie up. Big game over at Don Shaw's Field. The Ruston Bearcats will go and play West Monroe. And West Monroe, if they lose this game against the Bearcats tonight, will be below 500 for the first time since the second season of Don Shaw's, I heard this morning.
Wow.
So that is a ways back, my friend. You're talking about way back in the early 90s.
I was fixing to say over 30 years.
Yeah, so, it's an important night, and you can bet the Rebels probably outmatched when you look at it on paper against Ruston, but it's going to be a tight ball game, I think, probably in the end there. Beekman Charter will travel to Tallulah to play Madison. North Webster will go over to Bastrop tonight. Richwood, still looking for that first win, will play the Carroll Bulldogs over at the Dog Pound on 165. And probably the game of the state tonight, undefeated Neville Tigers in their first year back in District 2 5A and 5A category, Cody. They travel on the road down to Alexander to play the 9-0 Ash Trojans and Thomas Bachman, and they score a lot of points. But the weird thing about the Ash Trojans, and Bachman used to love to throw the ball around the place. They run the ball, and they love to run the ball. They have one of the best running backs in the state in Lindsay, and it's going to be a good contest and a good test tonight. The winner takes all in District Championship, 2 undefeated teams. The Ouachita Lions will head down right close to us as they play Pineville tonight to finish out their regular season. And the Grant Cougars in District 2 4A will travel to Cadeville to play the West Ouachita Chiefs. Grant's really struggling. They'll probably got their hands full with the Chiefs tonight as the Chiefs are trying to solidify their first 9-1 season in school history tonight. The Peabody Warhorses will go over to Grady James Stadium and play the Wasserman Wildcats. I'll say this, Cody. Peabody shocked me last week as they had a chance in the final seconds to beat West Ouachita. They just hung around with them, scored a lot in the second half, and did not end up scoring in the final seconds, but they hung with West Ouachita and showed a lot of fight last week. And Mangum Dragons will play the Delhi Charter Gators tonight to finish up their district schedule. Darbone Woods will go way up to Homer to finish the season against the Pelicans, and that's your Winsboro Sports scoreboard.
Take a look at the power ratings as it sits right now before we start tonight's contest. Franklin Parish sitting at number 5 in the Division II non-select power ratings. By the way, a 100th of a point.
Yeah, it's
separating Jennings and Franklin
edge.
Parish. Yeah. So 1 through 5 as it sits. Franklinton's at number 1, Lutcher at 2, Plaquemine at 3, Jennings at 4, Franklin Parish at 5. The top 7 seeds all with 0 or 1 loss. Actually, there's one undefeated team in there, and that's Lutcher. So,
and that's the team talking with the Franklin Parish coaching staff. Coach Burnett, he watches all these teams. He's on huddle watching all these games every chance he gets, looking at film, and he says that is a team that is really, really talented. He says, there's not a team out there I don't think we don't match up well against, but Lutcher would be a real test. So it'd be interesting to see where the brackets come out. Yeah.
As for these Tioga Indians, right now they're on the outside looking in at 4-5 record in 2024, and right now sitting at number 27 in the Select Division I power rating. So they would need to jump all the way to 24 to find a spot in this year's playoff bracket, which, by the way, a little news came out today. If you were waiting until Sunday for the brackets to come out, you're going to have to wait at least one extra day.
Yeah, I think the LHSA Network is the past few years are doing the bracket release show on YouTube. So probably not, if you're waiting for that for Sunday when you're kicking back, barbecuing, want to watch the brackets come out, it might not happen Sunday. They say it could possibly roll into Monday because of litigation going on between U-High and the LHSAA, because U-High had 7 wins vacated on Monday. Something to do, I'm sure, with a player. Don't know the whole situation there, but that's really what is holding up the whole bracket process.
Apparently, and this is just from what I've seen on social media, apparently it was an issue with some concurrence forms between U-High and wherever the school is that these players came from.
Yeah.
Both principals, I guess, have to sign off on that, and they could not produce those papers.
Okay.
So that is, I think, where the questions came in. From what I see on social media, like I said, don't take my word for it. But Franklin Parish getting set tonight to take on the Tioga Indians. We've got kickoff coming up in just a few minutes. You've been listening to the Farm Bureau Insurance Patriot pregame show.
Your voice lets him know he's safe. Shelter Insurance does the same for you. Roadside assistance is now included with your auto policy. So if your car leaves you stranded, just call and we'll take care of you while you take care of what's most important. Find an agent at shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Some restrictions apply.
For details, call me, Elliot Britt, in Winsboro at 435-3794.
Thinking about getting your windows tinted? Then see the tint man, Garrett Harris at Well Shaded Tint. Trucks, cars, SUVs, tractors, big trucks, and ATVs. Well Shaded Tint can tint them all. And if you're looking at commercial or residential tint, call Well Shaded Tint today at 318-837-1514. Or stop by 234 Taylor Avenue in Winsboro. There's no tint job that can't be done with the tint man, Garrett Harris at Well Shaded Tint. Call or stop by today.
0% APR for 36 months on 2024 Silverado 1500 and 2425 Equinox. Some customers may not qualify. Finance charges accrue from date of financing. Must finance with GM Financial. Down payment required as signing if applicable. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 12/2/24.
The annual Red Tag event is back at Waller Singer. Red Tags mean the lowest price this year on every new Chevy. Plus 0% APR and no payments till next year on Silverado LD and Equinox at Waller Singer, Winsboro.
Winsboro Health and Fitness invites you to come by and make your family's health a priority. This 24-hour, 17,000 square foot fitness center is jam-packed with cardio equipment, free weights and curves equipment, indoor AstroTurf, and an indoor walking track. Stop in today to sign up for single and family packages with no contracts necessary. Your membership includes group classes and tanning. Sign up today at 3322 Front Street, Winsboro Health and Fitness.
Sonic Drive-In in Winsboro and the Coca-Cola Company are proud supporters of Franklin Parish Athletics. Whether you're heading to or coming from the big game, Sonic Drive-In in Winsboro can take care of any craving you may have. Sonic opens at 6 a.m. every day with their entire menu ready to serve. Try one of their many soft drink combinations with a cheeseburger and an order of tater tots. Stop by Sonic Drive-In in Winsboro to order some food and head to the big game. Sonic Drive-In, your game day pit stop for great eats and cool treats.
Bobby's Corner at 3860 Front Street invites you to come by and pick up a fresh breakfast or lunch served daily. Take it to go or eat on the patio. Can't drop by to pick it up? Bobby will deliver it to you. Bobby's now has soft serve ice cream. If you're headed out of town, stop by, gas up, grab a slice of Papa Prino's pizza and a drink, and don't forget ice cream. Bobby's Corner has the coldest beer in town. Snacks, cold drinks, and everything fresh. That's our business at Bobby's Corner in Winsboro. Accidents can happen at any moment. It's better to be covered than out in the cold. And at Quave Insurance, we strive to provide you with detailed information of how we can save you money on any type of insurance coverage that you need, offering coverage for auto, homeowners, farm and ranch, business, life, and more. Receive discounts for your auto and home insurance. Call for a quote today at 318-435-5643 or stop by with 2 locations to serve you in Winsboro and Delhi. Quave Insurance, serving Winsboro and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. The agency where service is first.
The following is a broadcast of KMAR Sports.
Sit back and relax and let this down through. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. We got a great man of football now.
Avery Johnson breaks away across midfield. Johnson takes the opening kickoff to the house. We'll hand it off. DJ Neal into the end zone for a TD run. And he's going to fake it. And Ellis is streaking down the middle of the field. Touchdown, 99 yards.
It's gonna be a hell of a fight. We got a great man of football now. We got football right here. It's Friday night, y'all. Get the hell out here.
And welcome to Friday Night Football. Patriots taking on the Tioga Indians. Welcome to the reservation high above the football field, Toomey Ingram Field, as Franklin Parish gets set to take on Tioga in the final district contest, the final regular season game. Cody Maroney, Matt Reynolds getting you set for football here on a Friday night. And we've got the coin toss coming up, brought to you by the Franklin Parish Sheriff's Office. The captains for Franklin Parish are in all white, white tops, white bottoms, red numerals, gray helmets. Going to be Drew Calloway, Zay Boley, Desiron Ellis, and Carl Williams. And for the Tioga Indians,
it looks like it'll be Travis Adams, number 2, number 17, going to be not on the roster there, Cody. And looks like number 84, which is going to be Marcus Spivey, the captains tonight for the Tioga Indians in the all black and the white lids here at the reservation.
So we've had the coin toss. Check and see who will get their opportunity here first, as the rain has kind of gone away. Franklin Parish has deferred to the second half, so we'll see Tioga on offense first. There is a possibility of some evening showers here tonight during the game, but right now it has kind of gone away. We're looking at some dry weather at least. I'm not sure how slick the turf will be down on the field. Usually turf gets pretty slick in the wet weather, so we'll
I know you're enjoying this 80% humidity and 70-plus degrees temperatures here in November, Cody, because it seems like every year, we've been doing this over a decade, and the don't get too many cold games anymore.
No.
We got a few, but not many.
You get into the, playoff second roundish.
Might get one.
You might get one. But, we haven't seen those love bugs this year.
Yeah, no love bugs. I'm surprised because they tend to find you.
They do.
Once a year, we get a good love bug infestation somewhere we go on the road. But Cody, real quick, thinking about the keys to this game, one thing you got to think about, last week for the first time, I think, in the past 2 years, we saw FP can win when Dez doesn't have his best night. He would tell you, with the 3 interceptions, still had some big plays, but the rest of the team picked him up when he didn't have his greatest night, and they took care of business and still got the W. They're going to have to do it again tonight, but I think Dez has something to prove here tonight at the reservation.
Shelter Insurance kickoff is taken in at the 6-yard line, coming near side, runs into one of his own men across the 30 and up around the 33-yard line. That's where the Tioga Indians will have the football first on offense tonight. Here comes this Patriots defense who's put on a clinic all year. 4 shutout victories for this Patriot defense, and last week, even though they gave up 6 points, kind of seemed like a shutout, didn't it?
It really did, and I know, of course, that came late in the game, but, man, 2 big nights for the defensive ends, Bell and Addison both with double-digit tackles and sacks. I'll tell you what, that was a clinic, and you expect them to keep firing tonight.
First down and 10 for the Indians, up around the 33-yard line. Snap back from the shotgun formation, a handoff right up the gut. A little bit of running room for Adams up the middle. He gets 9 on his first carry of the night. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Indians.
Of course, starting on that front line, they've kind of rotated, but you got Derek Martin in the middle with Chad Jones.
They hand it off again to Adams. Adams slips, cuts it back up the field. Will have enough for an Indian first down across the 45 at the 47-yard line.
Quick pace on this Tioga team. Going to see some balance here. They do like to throw it a little bit, but starting out with the running game early on, and it's been successful the first 2 plays.
Case Malone is the junior quarterback for the Indians. So on first down and 10, he'll roll out to his right, throw it on the run, hits as he throws it, and it will fall incomplete. Addison Spradling running alongside the intended receiver. It's kind of thrown towards the boundary. Out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 47.
A lot of pressure from the linebacker position. I think it's Jeremiah Lewis there, Cody, 54 for the Franklin Parish Patriots. Got a good little pop on the quarterback there. Let him know he was back there. But you're right, sailed it over the intended receiver's head.
So 2nd and 10 from the 47, just underway, 11:09 remaining. No score, opening drive of the game. Malone in the shotgun, calls for the snap. He'll hand it off up the middle. It's a little bit of running room, about 3 yards up to midfield. Avery Johnson in on the tackle of Adams. Also Lewis in on that tackle as well.
Lewis has come in at that position the past 3 weeks, and he's really taken over the starting role and already making an impact.
2nd and 7. They'll fake the toss near side, roll out to the right. Here comes the rush, gets rid of it, and the catch is made.
What a catch.
Right near first down yardage at the 43 of Franklin Parish. It will be enough to move the sticks. So the Indians with 2 first downs here on their opening drive, and you're right, what a catch. As we catch the replay, Spradling was in on the coverage. Couldn't get there in time to knock it away. Quick to the line of scrimmage, they hand it off up the middle. Inside the 40, down to the 39-yard line is Adams again. Adams been busy on this opening drive. Gain of 4. It's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Indians. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. They'll hand it off again. Adams this time hit for a loss back to the 40. And that's going to be Addison, who's in on the tackle, got to him first for the loss. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
Of course, you'll remember Travis Adams last year, Cody. He toted the rock a lot for Tioga and then had an injury right there at the end of the game. They had to leave on that game-winning drive for the Indians, had to leave the field.
Here on 3rd down and 7, he will pass it. Adams down the far sideline, and it is caught and into the end zone for a touchdown. What a catch into double coverage. Catch is going to be made by Kervin Johnson. It will be a 40-yard strike.
Well, that's something we haven't seen a whole lot of, especially lately in district play. Right there, it looked like Trey Martin had a bead and a read on it coming over that safety spot. Timed his jump out. It's just a tall receiver and a good throw by the quarterback. Could not get his hand in there to make a deflection, and just a great opening drive for the Indians.
Indians strike first on their opening possession. Setting up for the extra point attempt. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-0 Indians. Patriots about to get the football for the first time. Patriots football will continue in a moment.
Versatile Land Service LLC can take care of whatever your land needs may be. Call them today for a free in-person estimate. From mulching and underbrushing to bush hogging, from drainage to demolition, from stump removal to emergency storm cleanup, from driveways to house pads. Whatever your land needs may be, call them today. And with hunting season approaching, let Versatile Land Service LLC get that hunting property in shape before the season begins. Call for an estimate today, 318-680-4991. Licensed and insured. Versatile Land Service, LLC.
Welcome back to the reservation as the Indians take the early 7-0 lead over the Patriots.
Yeah, that one was a 4-play, 68-yard drive and a 42-yard strike from Malone to Johnson. The kick was good and very quick. The Indians on senior night get a 7-0 lead over the Patriots. And the Patriots see how they respond here.
They're going to do a squib kick. It's high and bouncing. It's still bouncing around. And recovered and picked up by the Patriots. He fumbles it, and it is finally recovered by the Indians. So,
wow,
an onside. Yeah, you don't never see that in football. An onside kick attempt that bounces off of a player, goes backwards into Tioga territory. It's picked up by the Patriots. The officials are getting together now to talk about it. It bounced off of Zay Boley.
That was going to be Cam Plater picked it up.
Yeah, Cam Plater picked it up. Guy from behind came to knock it loose, and the Indians recovered it. But we're going to check and see what the officials might be discussing here. Are they saying that maybe you can't?
If you onside?
Yeah, it's a returnable ball.
Yeah. So Tioga quickly out there with the onside kick, and it bounced so high, Cody. Went off, like you said, it looked like off the helmet of Zay Boley, and then it kicked forward about, 10 yards, and right at the feet of Cam Plater. He picks it up and gets hit from behind and drops it again, and Tioga gets on top of it.
And the Patriots' defense is coming out, it looks like. So,
yep.
Oh, well,
no, the offense
they're
is coming
re-kicking
out.
it. What is? I don't understand what the deal is here. I heard the head referee.
Can we kick it to New York and get an explanation on
no
that?
kidding. No kidding. I'm not sure what.
As you can imagine, some
call
boos
we'll try to get
from the Indian faithful here is. It's a very odd play. Can't say we've seen that one in the course of this season or any season before, but it works out for the Patriots there as they'll get another shot. They better be ready for the onside kick here tonight.
Get the hands team immediately out.
He lines up to kick it off. We'll see if he gets it in.
All right, so they'll just kick it deep this time. Zay Boley's back deep. Will receive it at the 6-yard line. Going back the other way, gets around the 20 and taken down around the 25-yard line. So we've got an explanation, an inadvertent whistle.
Okay.
Prior to, I'm assuming prior to
the original kick?
No, I want to say it happened after the kick. Maybe a whistle was blown.
Maybe they thought the ball touched the out-of-bounds marker.
Maybe.
When it was bouncing around.
Yeah, so.
Fortuitous for the Patriots as the offense takes the field for the first time.
Well, here comes Junior Desire Ellis and company with DJ Neal standing to his left in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. They will hand it off to Neal on the first play. Neal tried to start it up the middle, bounces it out to the left, and will have enough for the first Waller Singer Chevrolet First down run of the night. This one a run of 11 yards for the freshman.
Yeah, and that's the leading rusher for the Patriots, Cody. He came into the game, 102 carries, 758 yards, 7 yards a pop on the season with 9 touchdowns on the ground right there. Big gain on first down.
Here's first down and 10. Another handoff up the middle to Neal. Neal with a hole to run through across the 40, up around the 42-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, 2nd and 6, 2nd and 4, rather, coming up for the Patriots.
This has kind of been the MO the past few weeks for the Patriots. Start out with the ground and pound early to try to soften up that defense.
Go back to the line. Hard snap count. Now we'll look to the side. Caden Seals, lone receiver to the left side of the formation. 2 receivers to the near side. Snap back, high snap, taken in by Ellis. Ellis will hand it off to Neal. Neal makes a couple of Indians miss and breaks it to the outside, and then the turf monster trips him up at the 44-yard line, but it is enough for a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down.
Yeah, it's a lot of change in directions, even for DJ Neal, who's so shifty back there. Another big pickup, second carry of the night that went 10 yards or more for the freshman back, DJ Neal.
So Patriots into Tioga territory at the 44. Flags will go down, or a flag went down, but they're going to stop play and say that, like Coach Burnett was able to get a timeout called in. It's the Versatile Land Services timeout, first one of the night for the Patriots in the first half. So they have 2 timeouts remaining. Patriots football tonight being brought to you by Sonic in Winsboro. The new Sonic $1.99 menu, 5 Sonic favorites, just $1.99 each. Live free, eat Sonic in Winsboro.
Patriots trailing 7-0 early as Tioga on 4 plays took the first drive of the contest down the field, scoring on a long passing strike, and this is the Patriots' first offensive possession just crossing midfield here with 7:58 remaining in the first quarter.
They'll come out with shotgun, 3 receivers to the left side. Chauncey White, lone receiver to the right side. Neal in the backfield to the right of Ellison, the shotgun. Calls for the snap. He'll fake the handoff, was looking for the slant. Now he'll tuck it and run. Gets to the 40. And will be dragged down at the 39-yard line.
Just mentioned, Cody, coming in the night, Ellis is sitting at 1,600 passing yards with 25 touchdowns. 7 interceptions, 3 of those coming last week, but also he has rushed for 698 yards and 8 touchdowns on the season. So Tioga, the secret's out on number 1. They're prepared for him. We'll see what he can do.
Gain of 5 on first down. Here's 2nd and 5. They hand it off to Trey Martin up the middle. Martin fighting hard, gets a couple down to the 37-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 3 coming up for Franklin Parish. 7:13 remaining here in the first quarter, 7-0 Indians.
Of course, the past few weeks you've seen Trey Martin as that kind of backup 2-back. He comes in, rotates with Neal a lot. He had a couple big runs, one of 68 yards last week. Didn't quite get it in the end zone, but talented back as well as his own defense playing any position in that secondary.
2 receivers to each side on 3rd down and 3 for the Patriots. Martin stays in at running back to the left of Ellis in the shotgun. Spradling in, the right slot man here on this 3rd down. Back to pass. Ellis will now roll out to the far side. He'll tuck it, and he'll just get the first down by a couple of yards. Inside the 35 down to the 32-yard line. It'll be another Waller Singer Chevrolet first down.
Yes, smart play there from QB1. Just knew what he needed to do to get the first down right there, Cody. I think he was looking maybe for Chris Addison, who was out there on the field, but could not find an open receiver, anything he was comfortable with. He just picked up the first down. We'll go with that. It's a nice little drive they're putting together here right out of the gate on their first offensive possession.
Officially at the 32 of Tioga, 1st and 10. Patriots, 2 receivers to the right. Trey Martin will take the handoff to the left side, trying to spin away from an Indian inside the 30-yard line down to around the 28. It'll be about 4 yards on the play, make it 2nd and 6 coming up for Franklin Parish. Their opening drive of the night called a break on the kickoff as Tioga tried to onside kick it.
Inadvertent whistle, which would have looked like it was going to be a turnover, and Tioga, who had all the momentum at that point, would have the ball back, but Franklin Parish caught a break by that inadverted whistle. Thank you, whoever
that was. Yeah. Trey Martin stays in at running back here on 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff, toss it out to Jones, who makes the catch, makes one man miss. Got a block inside the 10, 5, and he is down at the 1-yard line. He tried to dive at the end and was shoved from behind, but he is going to get inside the White Ford red zone. It's a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down, and it's 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, great communication there and great execution just finding Karen Jones. But how about Chauncey White blocking on the outside, just lays out the defender, almost opened up a path for Jones to get in there down to about the 1-yard line.
They'll hand it off to Martin on 1st and goal, and he sticks his arm over the goal line for a 1-yard TD run. It's a State Farm touchdown for Trey Martin of 1 yard. The Patriots answer Tioga's first drive touchdown with one of their own.
Well, very cool, calm, collected. You know, Cody, they're down by 7. Tioga came firing out of the gate, blazing, but the offense does what they've been doing, just sticking to the run game, opening things up for the passing game, and that gets them down to 1, and Trey Martin picks up his 4th touchdown of the season on the ground.
The Patriots will set up for the well-shaded 10 extra point attempt. Drew Calloway will kick it. Carl Williams to hold it. Snap, hold, and the kick is up, and whistles will stop play. We check the flag. Talking with Drew, he might be the biggest kicker in the entire state of Louisiana.
I figured that story would come out in the media eventually, right? Because everywhere we go, that's the first thing they notice. Big Drew Calloway out there. What, Cody, what'd you say, 6'6", pushing about, I think David Stevens told us Drew is about 290 right now, 285. So I tell you what, I think he's looking good to be 285. I mean, you look at him on the field, and he is a monster.
Well, it's a false start against Franklin Parish. They'll have to set up, try it again. Snap, hold. The kick is up, and the kick's going to be wide to the left. No good. The extra point attempt, and the Patriots down by a point, 7-6. We'll be back. You're listening to Patriots football.
There are times in life when we find ourselves in need, when we call upon the help of our closest friends and family. As your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, I want to be on that list. I live right here in Franklin Parish, and I'm here to help you and your family. I'm Craig Thomas. Call me at 435-9745 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote, and to learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. That's 435-9745.
Welcome back to Patriots football. As Franklin Parish answers Tioga's touchdown, they do miss the extra point. Down 7-6 here as the Shelter Insurance kickoff is going to be taken in at about the 14-yard line. Coming near side, bounces off a couple of Patriot defenders and taken down around the 35, 36-yard line.
So the Patriots' first offensive possession goes 8 plays, 81 yards, and Trey Martin punches it in from 1 yard out. The kick was no good. So it's 7-6 Tioga. 5:21 remaining here in the first quarter, and Tioga comes back out on the field, and the Patriot defense having to regroup a little bit, Cody. Hadn't had to say that a whole lot this season after that outstanding first offensive effort for the Indians.
And one thing that we've seen so far in this one's Tioga's offensive line has done a pretty good job in run blocking and pass coverage. Here is a handoff to the right side, and he's still on his feet.
Wow.
Did not touch the ground. He's inside the 10 and walks in for a touchdown. That's going to be Adams. And it's going to be a 64-yard touchdown run. His first touchdown run of the night, extending the Tioga Indian lead now 13-6. And looking back at the replay, I don't think he touched the ground.
Yeah, Spradling was the first to get to him, went to his feet, and it's clear he skipped over that tackle. But then he hit the second tier of the defense and a little bit more contact, which you're right, Cody. He never went down, and there was nobody between him and the end zone. And Tioga offense is on fire here in this first quarter.
And flags will come in before this extra point attempt. Tioga leading at 13-6. Matt couldn't even get the Patriots scoring drive called out before this. It's calling another touchdown.
It's got to be the quickest 2 scores on this Patriot defense all season. A little shell-shocked here in the first quarter, but a lot of football left. But Adams, he has some speed, Cody. He's got that quick first step, and once he gets in the open field, he's got elite speed. He might be one of those track guys Coach Emfinger told us about.
The penalty was against Franklin Parish for offside. They declined the penalty. We'll redo the extra point. Snap, hold, the extra point is up, and it is good. 14-6 Tioga over Franklin Parish. 5:06 remaining first quarter. Patriots football will continue in a moment.
My experience at White Ford has just been exceptional. Each time that I have bought a vehicle from here.
They're willing to listen to what I want. They don't start trying to tell me what I need.
For me, it's just a comfort level, coming here.
Courtesy, dependability, responsibility, those are things that I value in a business.
I know that they're going to do the very best they can. Something that Chloe told me, he said his mama told him. He said, you treat every customer like they're your mama. My experience with White Ford is just awesome. It's like family.
Welcome back to Patriots football. Tioga High School and the reservation as Tioga now leads it, Matt, 14-6.
Yeah, it took one play, Cody, 64-yard run by Adams, the back for Tioga. The kick was good, and that makes it 14-6, like you said, and 5:06 still remaining in the first quarter. Now, just a reminder, Tioga's already tried an onside kick tonight. Didn't go their way for an inverted whistle was the call, and Franklin Parish was able to capitalize on that as they drove the ball downfield and scored, but want to keep an eye on that as the game goes forward.
Ethan Bridges will kick it away, and before we can start this one, more flags on the field. It's going to be an offside penalty against Tioga, so it'll back them up 5 yards. They'll have to re-kick it as Avery Johnson tries to sail it back towards the kicker.
Of course,
I wonder how hard it is to throw with those gloves on.
Yeah. Well, Avery, comeback player of the year this year, Cody. Avery Johnson for sure after missing all but one game last year with that injury. He's been dynamic on defense, but also has that kickoff return for a touchdown. He's got great speed. He's just got one gear, though, man. He is so aggressive whenever he's on the field, no matter what position he's in.
Nearly took the opening kickoff last week back for a touchdown as well. So back them up 5 yards. They'll kick it away from the 35-yard line. Bridges tees it up, kicks it away, and puts a boot into it. Line drive, end over end. Avery Johnson muffs it at the 9, picks it up around the 15-yard line. Will bounce it to the outside, taken down around the 26-yard line. That's where the Patriots will take over. First down on this drive.
Well, good job by Avery just concentrating, getting that ball off the slick surface here as we got a lot of rain before the game here in this area. But then making a little something out of it, getting them around the 26-yard line for this offense to go back on the field. See if they can respond again to another Tioga touchdown.
They'll have it first down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Snap back to Ellis. He'll hand it off up the middle. DJ Neal with a big hole. DJ Neal running over people up to the 40-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 14 and a Wallersinger first down for DJ Neal.
Quick first step on Neal before he uses the truck stick there after about a 10-yard pickup. Another first down pickup for Neal. That's 4 runs now, 10 yards or more for the freshman.
Snap back on first down. They'll fake it, slant across, and it's batted down. Batted down at the line of scrimmage, so 2nd and 10 coming up for the Patriots. Tonight's game being brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, and their commitment to Louisiana has never wavered, believing that your family is part of our family and protecting our family with local people, great rates, and friendly service has always been our pledge. For Farm Bureau Insurance, local people, great rates, friendly service. 2nd and 10, Patriots from the 40. They'll hand it off left side to DJ Neal. Neal finding the sideline and getting about 8 yards out of that one. 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a good block upfield there by offensive lineman Cam Plater, but another big run by DJ Neal. Not quite enough to move the chains, but a lot better position this time around.
So
third short.
Yeah, third and short. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Ellis in the shotgun. And, yep, there you go. He'll get the defensive end on the left side of the defense to jump off sides. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Franklin Parish will get a automatic Waller Singer Chevrolet first down.
Yeah, Ellis was quick to call that out. He saw immediately number 50. That's going to be Demaray Evans. Just enough to jump off sides, and that's going to be an easy first down for the Patriots as they move it across midfield. Trailing 14-6 here in the first quarter to Tioga.
1st and 10, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Moving Neal to the right now of Ellis in the shotgun. He'll swing it out. Catch made by Karon Jones, and Jones will have another Patriot first down around the 36-yard line. Another Waller Singer Chevrolet first down, this one on a pass.
On a pass there to Jones again, who picked up big yardage on that first drive, but you can tell Chauncey White is becoming not just a great electric receiver, but he is laying some blocks out there, and I know Jones is appreciating that.
Ellis looking to pass again on first down, looking for Jones, and it's incomplete. Had to rush his throw just a tad bit as pressure was coming up from the middle. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Patriots trying to answer the one-play drive Tioga had just a few moments ago. One play, 64 yards for the running back, Tioga, and Patriots now down 8. Karon Jones in motion. They fake the handoff. Quarterback keeper up the middle for Ellis. Ellis with a lot of running room and is down around the 21-yard line. They're going to give him the 20. It's going to be another Waller Singer Chevrolet first down run for Desiring Ellis, who we haven't seen use his legs a whole lot the last couple of weeks, of course, dealing with an injury that he sustained in the Peabody game. Snap back. He'll hand it off to Neal this time. Neal cuts it up the middle. Will be hit around the 6-yard line. Push backwards. They will give him the 7, I believe.
Another good run by DJ with the play before. That was a great read by Desarian Ellis because it completely fooled the Tioga front there and allowed him to get a lot of space to pick up some yards.
I said the 7, meant the 12.
I got you.
Yeah, okay.
So another long, methodical drive here for the Patriot offense. Mixed in some runs and some passes here. See if they can answer with some points.
Hell snap, and Ellis will keep it. Trying to go right side. Gets away from one man. This time he's down around the 6-yard line. Enough for a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down. And the White Ford red zone. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Patriots from the 6 with 3:09 remaining here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Cody, and you mentioned, we hadn't seen a whole lot of Ellis as far as his ground game. He's approaching 700 yards on the season, averaging 9 yards a carry, but he hadn't played a lot in the second half in these past 3 weeks either. So that's got some to it, as well as he did suffer a small injury in the Peabody game.
Jones in motion. They toss it to him, trying to get the edge, and he'll get inside the 5. They'll mark him down at the 2-yard line. So gain of 5 for Karon Jones. That goes down as a pass, right?
Yep.
Kind of flipped it forward to him.
Of course, we saw that with Addison Spradling's touchdown. That play, was it last week? Or they all kind of run together the past couple weeks.
They hand it off to Neal up the middle. Somebody lost their lid. They're going to say he's down at the 1-yard line. That's going to be Cam Plater, who lost his helmet. He'll have to come out of the game. I have to get another lineman in.
So they'll bring in 68.
Yeah, Zarian Cooper, a sophomore lineman for the Patriots. It's going to be 3rd down and goal from the 2. Patriots with the big package in, and Ellis under center. Don't see that much. And it's going to be a quarterback sneak up the middle. He's in. 2-yard touchdown run on the quarterback sneak for Desarian Ellis, his first TD run of the night. It's a State Farm touchdown, and the Patriots trimmed the lead now down to 2. You almost got to imagine they'll be going for 2 here.
Yeah, way to respond from the Patriots. did not panic, even though the defense is kind of reeling right now, giving up more yards in the first quarter than they've given up in almost a month to this Tioga team who's really firing out of the gate on offense, but putting together the plays, moving the chains, and, of course, Ellis punches in his 9th touchdown on the ground this year.
So the swinging gate. Play clock down to 6. Got to hurry up here. Ellis in the shotgun. He'll snap it back. He'll swing it out. Catch is made by Trey Martin. Martin will be dragged into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. A well-shaded tent 2-point conversion is good, and we got a tie ball game here at Tioga. 14-14, 2:08 remaining here in the second quarter, or first quarter, rather. You're listening to Patriots football.
Buying my automobile with White Ford has been a pleasure. They always treat me professional.
Whether it be the salesman or the service department, they're always ready to help.
It's the service part that keeps you coming back.
They've always been fair on price, so that's a good thing.
It's nice to walk in a dealership where you can see smiling faces and you feel welcome.
I have recommended to many of my friends to buy from White Ford.
We give them an idea of what we want, and they always come through with what we're looking for.
Our overall experience at White Ford has been great. We wouldn't trade it for anything.
Welcome back to Patriots football, 14-14. Our score tied all up here at the reservation, Tioga High School, as Franklin Parish gets set to kick it back off, Matt.
Yeah, and that went 8 plays, Cody, 76 yards, and Desarian Ellis's touchdown on the ground from 2 yards out. The 2-point conversion, very important there, was good. 14-14, we're tied.
Shelter Insurance kickoff line drive, end over end, taken in at the 16-yard line. Makes one Patriot miss, coming near side, makes another Patriot miss, spins away, and he's off to the races. Couple of men to beat, and he slips and falls around the 30. I think he stepped on the tee.
Yeah, I think he did, Cody. The tee got the turf monster, and that's the tee monster.
Yeah, inadvertent tee on the field there.
Possibly saved a touchdown. You had Zay Boley that was gaining on him, but he had maybe a path there to take it to that far side of the field, and that is a great start to this offensive series for Tioga. They've already scored on their first 2 possessions. Well, they're averaging 40-something points a game, and we know why now.
I don't know if he stepped on the tee. He might have saw it at the last minute, tried to dodge it because the tee never moves. So we'll give the tackle to the tee, maybe.
There you go.
1st and 10, Tioga inside the 30. Handoff up the middle down around the 26-yard line. Give him 4 yards as the official spot was the 30, so it's 2nd and 6 coming up. But Tioga with great field position. They go quick back to the line of scrimmage. Handoff up the middle, met immediately. The line of scrimmage, C.J. Jones got to him first. It's going to be a no gain on the play. 3rd and 6 coming up. And they are going quick, Matt.
Yeah, it is probably the fastest tempo we've seen all year from the opposition in Tioga. But great tackle there by C.J.
3rd and 6, snap back. They'll fake the toss. Looking to pass. Will throw it across the field. Nice design play inside the 10. Inside the 5, lowers his shoulder into the end zone for a 26-yard touchdown pass and catch. That's going to be Ryan Reeves who caught the first touchdown. And Tioga quickly puts another 6 on the board, and they lead it 20-14 pending the extra point.
Yeah, just a very well drawn up play, and the tempo obviously giving Franklin Parish defense some troubles. 3 touchdowns in the first quarter for Tioga. Is Franklin Parish defense going to have to regroup?
Well, if you bet the over on this game.
Yeah, going to run out of some paper again, Cody, tonight on the scorecard.
Snap, hold, extra points up, and the extra point is good. 21-14, Tioga leads with 1:11 remaining here in the first quarter. You're listening to Patriots football.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect automobile you've always wanted. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Diane Roten is right here in Winsboro to help you select the right protection at the right price. Diane will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Diane Roten, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her today. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Patriots football back inside the Franklin State Bank broadcast booth as Tioga quickly regains the lead at 21-14.
Yeah, really great kickoff return there. Set them up good. 3 plays, only 31 yards they had to go. And Malone finds Reeves, 26 yards. The kick was good. 21-14. The Patriots trail Tioga as we are in the final minute now of the first quarter of action.
Trey Martin and Avery Johnson, as this one is squibbed high into the air, it will be taken in and just taking a seat as the return man. It's Jacoby Brooks, who just takes a seat at the 33-yard line. Patriots will have it there starting this drive. So both teams right now batting 1,000 on their drives. Yeah. We've had 2 drives for the Patriots, 2 touchdowns, 3 drives for the Indians, and 3 touchdowns. So a perfect 5 for 5.
And the Indians have done it very quickly, less than a minute and a half in each of their 3 offensive drives. And the Patriots, once again, responding after a quick touchdown by Tioga.
1st and 10. Snap back to Ellis. Ellis will hand it off to DJ Neal. Neal starts up the middle, cuts it outside to the left, and gets across the 40-yard line. And he's going to be about a yard shy. He got to the 42. So it's 2nd and 1. The Patriots offense, as we're under 60 seconds now here in the first quarter. Clock running at 45. 2nd and 1 from the 42 of Franklin Parish. Ellis calls for the snap. He'll hand it off again to DJ Neal. Neal, with some patient running, gets up to the 44. It's a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down. This clock will stop while they move the sticks. 32 seconds and counting now as they go quick back to the line of scrimmage. Snap back, and they're going to fake the handoff. Ellis looking now will just roll outside. Beats his man down the sideline, gets across midfield down to around the 30. They're going to mark him out at the 40-yard line. It's enough for a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down for Ellis. Ellis just beat the linebacker to the sideline.
Yeah, looks like he's healthy again, Cody, probably full 100% since the Peabody week. I think he was looking for seals there, didn't like it, so he just moved the chains with his feet.
Kind of bounced it out just wide enough to give him some room with that linebacker. Back to pass on first down. Swings it out. Catch is made around the 32 of Tioga. Catch made by Karon Jones. That might be the final play of the first quarter as we're inside 5 seconds to play. It's going to be 2nd and about 2 when we come back, as the Patriots are down 7 at the end of the first quarter. It's 21-14 Tioga. Patriots football will continue in a moment.
WSB, you can bank on us. You can bank on us. A smile and a friendly wave lets you know that you're in the right place. At WSB, you can bank on us.
Winsboro State Bank. We're nearby in Winsboro, Gilbert, Mangum, and Rayville. Member FDIC.
WSB.
Start of the second quarter. Patriots down 7, 21-14, but driving at the Tioga 32-yard line. A 2nd and 2 coming up here. So we start the second frame of tonight's game. Patriots and the Indians separated by 7 points. Tioga with 3 for 3 on drives tonight. Patriots currently 2 for 2 and driving. Back to passes. Ellis on 2nd and 2. Steps up into the pocket, will throw it down the near sideline. Chauncey White in stride for a touchdown, 32 yards, and Ellis made that look extremely easy.
Yeah, they're stepping up in the pocket, and then they're stepping up to the very inch line there, and that's what Ellis did. And he had time to set his feet even, Cody, and throw it to a wide open Chauncey White. Touchdown, Patriots. And you're right, we might be in for a barn burner, my friend.
32-yard State Farm touchdown pass. And the kickoff team will come out for the extra point attempt. Brought to you by Well Shaded Tent. 0 for 1 tonight so far. Here comes the rush. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Tie ball game, 11:53 remaining. All knotted up at 21. Patriots football will continue in a moment.
Hey folks, this is Mark Sanguinetti, the owner of Sango Pre-Owned Superstore. I invite you to make the short drive to Vidalia and save big on your next pre-owned vehicle. With over 40 vehicles to choose from, we make it easy to find your next vehicle. Whether you're headed to the camp, taking fans to the big game, or hitting the road for a well-deserved vacation, let our team find the vehicle that fits your budget and needs. Come by and see us today and visit with our knowledgeable and friendly staff. Shop online 24/7 at sangopreowned.com or stop by today at Sango Pre-Owned Superstore in Vidalia.
Welcome back to the reservation. Patriots football as we are all tied up, Matt, 21 apiece.
Foul play, 68 yards, and Ellis finds Chauncey White in the end zone, 32 yards out on that one. Callaway's kick is good to make it all tied at 21, 11:53 remaining in the first half.
Both teams 3 for 3 on drives as here's the Shelter Insurance kickoff that's going to hit Tavon Bell in the hands, standing on the sidelines. Kickoff out of bounds. So pretty good field position to start on this drive for this Indians offense, who's had the defense of Franklin Parish on their heels a little bit.
Yeah, just to reiterate, the Patriots come in to tonight's contest only giving up 178 yards in the past 3 games, only 6 points. Well, I think Tioga is approaching the 150-yard mark here in the first half and 3 quick scores out of this offense. Really good running the football, Cody, but also they're dialing up some pretty creative plays in the passing game, too. We'll see if Coach Boxley can adjust here.
1st and 10, Indians from their own 42-yard line. Man in motion from right to left. Snap back, they'll hand it off up the middle. Big running room across the 45, up around the 49-yard line. As Tioga's get him in chunks on the ground here tonight. Adams again on the carry, the senior. Seems like they're loaded at the senior spot, Tioga is. 2nd and 3, fake the handoff. Malone's going to keep it across the left side. Trey Martin wraps him up and takes him down near first down yardage across midfield. Maybe about a yard shy as they mark him down at the 49. It is going to be 3rd and 1 for the Indians.
Well, that's a big play by Trey Martin there, coming up to stuff him and force him on a 3rd and short situation. Hadn't seen any of those Tioga in tonight offensively.
3rd down and 1 from the 49 of Franklin Parish. Snap back. Quarterback Malone squeezes through the line and will dive forward for a first down at the 46 of Franklin Parish.
Yeah, that's just a little over pursuit there and allowed Malone to kind of, as he's going down, use his hand to stay on his feet, Cody, and find a little bit of a gap there to pick up the first down.
Had him wrapped up for a loss on the play. But instead, it'll be 1st and 10 at the 46. Malone will fake the handoff, looking to pass, throwing it to the post. Has a man. The catch is made at the 9-yard line of Franklin Parish. That's going to be Kervin Johnson, who actually caught the first touchdown pass. I said earlier that Reeves had caught his 2nd touchdown pass, but it was actually Kervin Johnson who caught that first one, and he has another big catch here. It puts him in the red zone inside the 10. It's 1st and goal, Tioga.
He just had the angle on Zay Boley. Zay got too far behind him when he cut towards the middle of the field. Great catch and another big pickup. Tioga still got nitrous in their tank here in the first half.
From the shotgun, receiver to each side. He hands it off to Adams, and Adams is slung down by Tavon Bell in the backfield for a loss. Back outside the 10 at the 11.
That's the first time tonight we've seen FP's defense able to get in that backfield, as Adams has just had a lot of room to burst through the gate in the middle of the field. Right there, Big Bell, 87, with a nice tackle on first down.
So it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Snap back. They'll fake the handoff, swing it out to the tight end, and he lowers his shoulder. Will be taken down the 6-yard line. 3rd down and goal from the 6 coming up.
Reeves has about 5 inches on Zay Boley, but Zay did not shy away from it. He probably took the brunt of that lick, but kept him out of the end zone.
So it's 3rd down and goal. Tioga with bunch formation to the right. Snap back, they'll toss it out, coming near side, and he will be tackled at the 1 yard line. Short of the goal line was Adams. It's going to be 4th down and goal. Big play here, Matt.
Well, and that was a big play by Addison Spradling coming up and making that tackle at the 1 because it looked for sure he was going to be able to find his way, just nose over in the end zone.
And the quarterback sneak up the middle. Malone is in for the 1 yard touchdown run. Tioga regains the lead now 27-21 over Franklin Parish. Seems like both teams so far tonight have left their defense at home.
Yeah, I got a text from our buddy Jeff Johnson. Shreveport defense tonight. And that's what the area of Shreveport's been known for this year is these super high-scoring games.
Well, I think we had, an 84-82 one around Northeast Louisiana a couple weeks ago.
Evangel. Pop Warner had to hunt over 1,000 total yards in that game.
Snap back. The extra point is up, and the extra point is good. 28-21. Tioga, 9:30 remaining in the second quarter. Patriots football will continue in a moment.
Hello, this is Brian Wade, Vice President of Progressive Bank. I invite all of my customers and friends to drop by Progressive Bank today. You may be surprised to find that we are not your typical community bank. We have a complete array of depositing and lending services. We offer financial planning, wealth and investment management, commercial cash management, technology-based services, and more, all combined with the very best of personal service. Progressive Bank, your life, your business, your bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, loan subject to credit approval.
Welcome back to Patriots football as Tioga now leads it 28-21.
Yeah, foul play, 65 yards. Malone, 1 yard run, and the kick was good. 28-21 Tioga here in the second quarter.
The kickoff high end over end, heading in the direction of Avery Johnson, who muffs it again at the 5 yard line. Starts right, cuts it back up the middle of the field, breaking tackles all over the place, still on his feet across the 40. And finally taken down around the 43 yard line, and a flag comes flying in after the play. We'll check it. I think it
might be a mask, face mask, maybe.
Unless it's a celebration penalty on Avery after the play.
That was really quick, if it was, but we've seen a lot of celebration penalties this year. How about Avery Johnson, though? He is a gladiator. It is so hard to get him to the ground.
No, I think you're going to get it on the hit. It is targeting.
Hit him up top.
Yeah, or a personal foul.
Of course, he was kind of being
targeting.
And a Tioga defender had him by the jersey, so Avery was very upright as he was being hit too.
Yeah,
and it will push the Patriots across the 50-yard line to start this drive.
So personal foul on the hit. Patriots will now have it at the 41 of Tioga with 9:19 remaining here in the second quarter. Down by 7, 28-21. Out comes Ellis and company. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Ellis in the shotgun, calls for the snap. Will hand it off up the middle to DJ Neal. Neal trying to find some running room. Gets about a yard to the 40. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And Neal, he's busted off some big runs tonight, Cody, with 4 runs, 10 yards or more right there. First time he's really been stuffed around the line of scrimmage. Patriots maybe trying to slow this down a little bit. Of course, their drives.
Does your defense really need that big of a break, though? Hasn't
been
on the field very much.
Just to keep Tioga's offense off the field. That's the key right now.
2nd and 9. Snap back. They'll fake the handoff. Ellis going to look to pass. Ellis will just tuck it and run, and we'll get about a yard to the 39-yard line. 3rd down and 8. Coming up for the Patriots offense. Good coverage there that time. He was looking in the direction of, it looked like Caden Seals. And it will be 3rd down and 8 from the 39. Shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Snap back, Ellis looking to pass. Standing in the pocket. Now we'll tuck it and run, and slips and falls at the 39. It's going to be a No gain on the play. 4th down and 8 coming up.
First 4th down of the night for the Patriots. We'll see what Coach Burnett elects to do here as Chris Addison leaves the field. Ellis is still on the field, Cody, and probably going to maybe try to pick up the first down here on 4th. Yep, that's what it looks like.
Yep, they bring in Chris Addison, checks out. Addison Spradling checks in. As we got trips to the left, one to the right. Ellis in the shotgun, calls for the snap. Back to pass. Here comes the blitz. Ellis looking, will heave it down the far sideline, and it is incomplete, in and out of the hands of DJ Neal. It's a turnover on downs, and Tioga gets the first big break of the night. As the Patriots offense is stopped on 4th down. Tioga will take over at the 39.
Well, it was a good pass there, Cody. Unfortunate Neal was not able to pull it in. But we've seen Neal, pick up big yards and touchdowns on that same play several times this season, just right there. Didn't go his way. Tioga offense back on the field. The Patriot defense has to figure something out here, Cody. This is going to be one where you can't let them go up 2 scores.
So it's 1st down, 10, Tioga from their own 39. Malone in the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Adams stands to his right, snap back. They'll hand it off to Adams, left side. Adams be taken down after a gain across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. It's like Jacoby Brooks maybe. Avery Johnson in on that tackle. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. So we're under 7.5 to play here in the second quarter. And Tioga with a 7-point lead, 28-21. Calls for the snap. We'll hand it off again to Adams. Adams starts right, now cuts it back up the middle of the field. He's got a 1st down, bouncing it to the outside across midfield inside the 45 and tackled at the 43-yard line. It's a 1st down run for Tioga. And the Patriots have not been able to answer this running game of Adams tonight. He's busted off one from 64 for a score and has chewed up big chunks of yardage.
And it's not really seen the defense in this position this year, because you think back to Ouachita game, they trailed most of the first half in that game, Cody, but it was the big plays coming from the special teams for Ouachita. It's been all offense for Tioga tonight.
Snap back. Malone's going to pass it. Malone heaves it down the near sideline, and the catch is nearly made. Flag comes flying in. They're going to get Zay Boley on pass interference. Kervin Johnson. Be a 15-yard penalty. But Johnson again with great position on Zay Boley. That's all Boley could do to hold on was to.
And the body language for the defense is just not there what we've seen the past few weeks. And, of course, a lot of that's got to do, they're trying to figure things out on the flies. Tioga's able to do whatever they want here in the first 2 quarters of play, but they look a little bit kind of shell-shocked at the moment.
15-yard penalty will push it all the way inside the 30 at the 28. The Indians will have it 1st and 10. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Malone in the shotgun, calls for the snap. Will hand it off up the middle to Adams, and Adams is wrapped up after a gain of about a yard down to the 27-yard line. Chris Addison, and a flag comes flying in.
Yeah, and Adams is grabbing his lower area, the running back for Tioga. I don't know what happened at the bottom of that tackle, but the flag quickly came out. It's going to definitely be against Franklin Parish, I think.
Oh, they called it against Tioga.
Wow. Yeah, well, of course, Adams, who's had his way in the first half, he comes up right after that play, Cody. One of the few plays tonight I've had those binoculars down.
Yeah, I see it. They're going to get a lineman who came and pushed Carl Williams after the play.
So Adams tried to sell that he was, hit below the belt.
Yeah.
But it was worked in Franklin Parish's favor there. And that's Franklin Parish needed that right now.
Yeah.
It is, the momentum has been all Tioga throughout this first half. Even though FP offenses look good, Cody, the defense still seems to be, on their heels the whole first half. And it's not just been one thing. They've been able to run it up the gut. They've been able to take it to the outside and dialed up some creative passing plays and finding open receivers. get one-on-one situations, and they've been able to take advantage of them.
Tioga took a timeout here as the head coach wants to have a little chat. Remember we were here just a year ago on the late hit on Kenyon Grant.
And it lasted literally over 10 minutes.
Forever.
The conversation right before halftime, I believe, last year.
Well, this one doesn't last as long.
No,
but he
nip it in the bud.
He did want to get his words in at the white hat. So it's a 15-yard penalty on the Indians after the play. Pushes them back to the 42-yard line. So it looks to be first and 25. Or thereabouts. Was never good at math. Second and Pineville is what we'll call it here. Snap back. Malone looking. Malone steps up into the pocket, throws it, and it is incomplete. A little high for the intended receiver. That's going to be Reeves on the being covered there by Zay Boley. Addison Spradling from the safety position came over to offer some help.
Yeah, a lot better coverage there in the secondary that time, but a lot of time for Malone to step up and make that throw.
And we got another flag, this one back at the 50-yard line. It's a hold against Tioga. And the Patriots decide to decline the penalty. This is going to make it second down and long here for the Indians. Ball will be put back at the 42-yard line. Second and 24. Indians up by a touchdown, 28-21.
So it says third down on the marker on the far sideline, Cody.
Okay, third down and 24. Snap back. Malone looking to pass. Malone will be wrapped up and taken down for a sack in the backfield back at the 48-yard line.
Big back Kenyon Martin comes in there for the sack. Kenyon Martin, of course, did not start tonight's game, the senior. But he has a big tackle and sack on the play there. Looks like we'll see the punt team for the first time tonight for Tioga, and that was a – of course, I thought it was going to be second down, too, and I saw our friend Rick Berry holding over there on the chains with a third down marker. I think that was Rick. We're a long ways away.
No, I don't think it is.
Okay. It's your doppelganger, Rick.
Yeah. Well, he might have had second down, but, remember the personal foul penalty came after the first down play, so that would be correct. Fourth down, and the punt team comes out. Ball at the 47 of Franklin Parish, but a long way to go here on this fourth down. Nobody back deep for Franklin Parish. Here comes the rush. They get the punt. Takes a Tioga bounce, bounce inside the 5, and stops at the 4-yard line where Franklin Parish will have it. 96 yards to go to try to tie this one up here before halftime. 5:40 remaining here in the second quarter.
We'll go to the Winsboro Sports scoreboard. West Ouachita leads Grant at half, 35-0. Ashes up on Neville in the second quarter, 21-7. Ruston 13, West Monroe 0 in the second quarter, 25-0. Ouachita over Pineville right down the road from us. And here Franklin Parish trailing 28-21 to Tioga, and they got a long ways to go. But, we've seen scores from the 1-yard line this year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've seen many a big play from inside the 10 for this Franklin Parish offense. Ball spotted on the right hash, first and 10, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Play clock down to 5. Snap back to Ellis. Ellis will hand it off up the middle to DJ Neal, who gets a yard, maybe 2 up to the 6-yard line. It's going to be second and 8 for the Patriots. Patriots football tonight being brought to you by Franklin State Bank, providing financial services to Winsboro and the surrounding areas since 1908. Experience a full range of banking products and a banking relationship to last a lifetime. Franklin State Bank, service-oriented, community-driven, member FDIC. 2nd and 8, they fake the handoff, slant over the middle, and it's too low of a throw for K'Ron Jones. Incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 for the Patriots. So both teams traded touchdowns before the last Tioga drive. They were 4 for 4 on touchdowns. Patriots were 3 for 3 before giving up on 4th down the drive before this one offensively. So now Franklin Parish sits with a 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, Ellis looking for Jones on that slant. Just ball came out of Ellis's hand. A little funny there.
Snap back. Ellis will set up the bubble screen, and he is hit immediately at the 10-yard line.
With Seals.
Tioga snuffed that one out. It's going to be 4th down and 4, and out come the punt team for Franklin Parish.
Yeah, not quite backed up to the back of the end zone there, but still deep in their own territory, and then interested to see it. Probably they've used, Drew Calloway and Trey Martin throughout the year in punting. Be interested to see who does the punting, and it looks like it will be Trey Martin here.
Martin had
Patriots.
one last week. He boomed it, so looking for one that can kind of maybe flop field position a little. Snap back to Martin. Martin puts a leg into it, and it's not a good one. It's going to go out of bounds at the 28-yard line of Franklin Parish. So a very short field here for Tioga with 4:08 remaining here in this second quarter.
And the defense had some big plays that last time out, Cody, but they were helped by some penalties. But, of course, big sack there by Kenyon Martin to force that punt. Of course, Tavon Bell had a big tackle too. So a little more positive for the defense that last time out on the field. See if that can carry over here.
So 1st and 10, they officially put it at the 30-yard line. Shotgun, 2 receivers right, tight end to left for Tioga. Drops back, will swing it out to the running back, and Zay Boley makes a great read. Makes the tackle back at the 32-yard line. It's a 2-yard loss. Boley, Johnny on the spot. 2nd and 12 for the Indians.
Yeah, good job there, because it looked like Chris Addison was going to break away from his block, and it was just a great block by the right tackle there for Tioga. But Zay Boley coming up from that cornerback position to make a big tackle there.
2nd and 12. Snap back, handoff. Nope, they fake it, swing it out again, and Zay Boley again wraps up the receiver for no gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 12. So 2 plays, and Zay Boley has been Johnny on the spot in both of them.
Yeah,
going to bring up 3rd down here.
He was out on an island a couple times on those big pass plays in the first quarter, but those were 2 huge plays for him there as he slowed down the back there and allowed Carl Williams to come in and help him bring down the ball carrier. And this will be a big down here for the Patriot defense.
Big one. 3rd down and 12. And whistles will stop this one as Tioga will take their 2nd timeout here in the first half with 2:53 remaining here in the second quarter and a 28-21 Tioga lead over Franklin Parish. Patriots football tonight being brought to you by White Ford. Stop by and find out why service is our business since 1957. Also by State Farm. Being a good neighbor is about more than just being there when things go wrong. It's also about being there when things go perfectly right. With a passion for serving customers and giving back in our communities, like a good neighbor, Diane Roten, State Farm, is there for you.
So Tioga obviously recognizes how big it would be to put some more points, extend this to a 2-score game before halftime, Cody. And big stop the last possession, going to need another one here out of the defense. But it has seemed they've able to slow down Tioga's offense a little bit here in the last 5 minutes. It's been hard for Tioga to keep doing what they were doing. It was, drives, 1-minute drives after the other with points on the board.
Well, coming out of the timeout, it's 3rd and 12 from the 32 of Franklin Parish. Tioga in the shotgun. Calls for the snap. Malone looking to pass, looking, slant over the middle, and he threw it behind his intended receiver. Slipped. I think both of them slipped. I think Malone was trying to go backwards. His foot might have got stepped on, but the receiver definitely the ball was thrown a tick behind him.
Yeah, Cody, it was Kyle Kejwan, the senior receiver, who looked wide open, but you're right, it wasn't a great throw, and it looked like he slipped as he was trying to kind of go back to make a play on the ball. Bring up fourth down.
It's a Mustang Lucy third down stop, but the big one here is fourth down, 4th and 12. Malone in the shotgun. Calls for the snap, drops back to pass. He'll keep it on the quarterback keeper. He's tripped up, and the Patriots stop him at the 28-yard line. A shoestring tackle there. It was a first down and maybe a touchdown saving tackle there.
Yeah, well, Carl Williams has made so many of those big tackles over his 4-year career as a starter for this Patriot defense, and that was a huge one right there for the senior. He is, when he goes low in tackles, which he likes to do, he usually comes away as the winner, Cody. And right there, big one. The Patriots get the ball back here with a little bit of time before halftime to cut into this lead that Tioga has.
It's a Mustang Lucy turnover on downs. Patriots will take over at their own 28-yard line. They'll motion Trey Martin out. And will throw his slant over the middle. Chauncey White with the catch. Chauncey White makes one man miss inside the 40 and taken down at about the 36-yard line. It's a big play there, a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down.
Such a beautiful RPO execution there. The option to the running back, DJ Neal, pulled back by Ellis and just fires that slant over to Chauncey White. Big pickup there, and the Patriots all of a sudden are in good position to try to tie this baby up before halftime. So we got an injured player.
About 40-yard pass there, or 40-yard catch and run, rather. Pass was about 8 yards, and then Chauncey White took it the rest of the way.
We're checking on the injured Tioga player. We'll go to the Winsboro Sports scoreboard, where 35-0's the score. West Washita leading Grant at halftime, 16-0. Ruston over West Monroe. Neville trails Ash 21-9 at half. Homer leads Darbone 28-14, and here the Patriots trail Tioga 28-21 as we are inching our way towards halftime with 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
35 yards. That pass to Chauncey White. It's first down and 10 at the 36 of Tioga. Snap back. They will hand it off to Trey Martin across the right side with DJ Neal blocking in front. He sheds a tackler, still on his feet playing pinball out there. Inside the 20 now in the White Ford red zone. It's a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down at the 18.
Yeah, Trey just gets behind his blockers, and, you know, when he's running forward, he's hard to bring down. And right there, you can't just try to shoulder pad and chest bump Trey Martin. You know, like you said, Cody, he was playing pinball and a big first down pickup for the Patriots.
Two receivers left, one to the right. Now this time they'll hand it to DJ coming near side with Trey Martin blocking in front.
Flag.
And another, yeah, there's the flag there. Saw a helmet on the ground. It's going to be an Indian helmet. Tarver Landry, a sophomore defensive player for Tioga, lost his helmet. And they waved the flag off, so no flag on the play. And no surprise here. Tioga coach wants an explanation on it.
He is a fan of explanations, as we know from our history down here in Tioga. We had the old 12-minute explanation just a year ago in the second quarter in that game.
It's about a 5-yard run for DJ Neal. It's going to set up Franklin Parish for second down and about 5 at the 12-yard line. They motion Martin out. They'll fake the handoff. Throws it over the middle. Catch made by White in the end zone. Wow. His second State Farm TD catch of the night. 12 yards from Ellis to White. And the Patriots right back in it here, 28-27 with 1:41 remaining in the second quarter.
Yeah, Cody, I want you to check out the replay on this. That kind of shades of Patrick Mahomes there by Ellis, as he almost like a fake look, as he's, you know, has a receiver going out to his right, but he's kind of looking at him and throws a little strike across his body to the middle of the field for the touchdown. The Patriots firing back, and this extra point puts them tied with Tioga with 1:41 remaining. We'll see if Callaway can punch it through.
Well shaded 10 extra point attempt from Callaway, and they're going to call offsides against Tioga. So Now here's a decision. Do you send the offense back out, try to get the 2-point conversion to give yourself the lead? And they are. They're going to bring the kicking team off the field and bring the offense back.
Of course, the swinging gate worked earlier in the game when they needed that 2 points to make it a tie ball game. And if they connect on it here, it'll be a 1-point lead for the Patriots. What a play that was by Desarian Ellis. That touchdown strike.
They bring the big boys in. Ellis is in the shotgun with Trey Martin standing to his left. Now they motion all the bigs to the left side of the formation. Snap back. Ellis going to keep it. Coming near side. And he's going to walk the dog into the end zone for the well-shaded tent. 2-point conversion. The Patriots have the lead. Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
Yeah, it's amazing. You think about the first 15 minutes of the game, Cody. No momentum for the Patriots, but the offense has continued to do what they do. Just move the ball down the field, move the chains, and score points. Even though the defense has had their hands full tonight with Tioga, Coach Burnett knows he's always in the game with the offense capabilities of that quarterback, and the Patriots take the lead as we have 1:41 remaining, 29-28.
Wow.
It's been kind of a weird game, hasn't it?
What's crazy is a couple of times in this game, in this quarter, Franklin Parish could have been down by 2 possessions.
Yes.
And were able to fight their way out of it, forcing a punt and then forcing a 4th down stop, a turnover on downs on the recent Tioga possession to give them the football. And then a couple of big plays later, Chauncey White catches a touchdown pass, and now Ellis takes in the 2-point conversion. Here's the Shelter Insurance kickoff that a coach dodged on the sideline.
So
I know who it wasn't. It was not Eric Parker.
Last scoring drive, the Patriots, Ellis to White, 18 yards out. The 2-point conversion was good to make it 29-28 Franklin Parish, 1:41 remaining here in the first half of football. Down on the reservation in Tioga, Louisiana. And the Patriots have to feel a lot better about that, but they'll feel even better if the defense can come up once again for the 3rd straight time and keep points off the board for Tioga going into the break.
I have to talk to Coach Sims. He's the one that dodged the ball.
Oh, okay.
And he got to catch that, right? Got to help out the ball boys a little bit.
Especially now that you're on YouTube. You know?
That's right.
It's your own film.
Yeah. 1st and 10. Here's a pass over the middle. Catch is made into Patriot territory and taken down around the 40-yard line. Going to be Reeves on the reception. He got just enough over the top of the linebackers. And now quick back to the line of scrimmage are the Indians with the 1:30 and rolling here in the second quarter. 1 timeout left for the Indians. Snap back. Malone's going to pass it to the post. And it is batted away by Zay Boley, who was beaten earlier by Johnson. Boley this time with great position to swat that one away, and Boley's had 3 phenomenal plays on the last couple of drives.
He has, Cody, and right there, he didn't go for the pick and tried to, go for it to catch the interception, which sometimes will result in it bouncing off your hands and being a touchdown because it's just him out there on that island. He just gets his position and swats the ball away. That's called a pass deflection. Great job by Zay Boley out there, and you're right, he's had an outstanding second half for the Patriots.
2nd and 10 from the 39. Man in motion from right to left. Snap back, they'll hand it off to Adams up the middle. Adams with a big hole. Adams trying to get away from Chris Addison. Finally taken down around the 31-yard line. He's going to be a couple of yards shy of a 1st down. Clock moving inside 1:10 here in the second quarter. 3rd and 2 for the Indians. Indians trying to put some points on the board. Patriots will get the football to start the 3rd quarter. Snap back. Malone going to take it himself right up the middle. He's got the 1st down as Tavon Bell wraps him up and takes him down inside the 25 at the 23-yard line. It's 1st and 10, Tioga. They'll stop the clock while they reset the ball. Now rolling inside 50 seconds. Snap back, Malone to pass. Malone throwing fade, and it is incomplete. No flag on the play as Johnson. Boley had his head turned towards the football. Johnson slipped a little bit towards the end of his route. And it's going to be 2nd and 10. Clock stop now, 42 seconds remaining here in the second.
Well, they are targeting 12, aren't they? I would like to look at how many times they've targeted Zay Boley's side of the field. But he, after a rough start in that first quarter, he certainly got into his rhythm here in the second quarter.
Patriots will take a timeout. It's their second Versatile Land Services timeout of the first half with 42 seconds remaining.
It's going to be interesting on the WSB halftime report when we see the stats and just how many rushing yards Adams has. But I think, DJ Neal, when we look at it, when we get him from Coach Parks down the sideline, you're going to see that he's had a bunch as well. You think about that first quarter, he had over 70 yards on the ground. But it has been a lot of offense here on the reservation. In the season finale, 2-4A. The Patriots will not go quietly into the night. 29-28 after that rough start. But they'd be nice to keep Tioga off the board here.
57 total points so far here in the first half between both of these teams as the Patriots lead it by 1. Coming out of the timeout, 2nd down and 10 at the 24-yard line. Snap back. Malone looking to pass. Malone will throw it. Catch is made and wrapped up. Taken down inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Zay Boley, Avery Johnson, Carl Williams over there as well. 5 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 5 as the clock now inside 23 seconds. Now they do have a kicker.
Yep.
So keep that in mind. Snap back to Malone. Malone looking. Malone will throw it, and it is incomplete. Nice play by Zay Boley. Tioga wants a penalty, but they're not going to get it. Boley with another great play. And they're going to send out the field goal team with 13 seconds remaining.
Yeah, just one-on-one. Boley has been dynamite here the last 3 possessions Tioga's had offensively because they've thrown it at him at least 5 or 6 times, and he's come up strong every time, making big plays for the Patriots. See if the kicker
use a timeout and ice him.
Ice him, yeah. You have him. Might as well use it.
Right. It's going to be a 36-yard attempt. Snap back. And it's blocked by Boley. Boley with the big play. Blocks it. I got to go check my eardrums after that one. That was big. Blocked by Zay Boley. So Boley has been the MVP of the last 2 defensive drives for Franklin Parish.
Sorry about that, buddy. That was just a clean break for 12. And a big moment there for the senior coming in and making that block. And Superman's out, lays his body out. And that was it's just been, I know we've harped on it the past 5 minutes, but Zay Boley has taken over this game here these past 2-3 possessions. And the Patriots will get 10 seconds. We'll see what they do with it here with a 1-point lead right before half.
The ball went out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the Patriots will empty the backfield. Snap back to Ellis. Ellis looking. Ellis will heave it down the far sideline for Caden Seals, and it is incomplete. Clock will stop with 2 seconds remaining on the clock. Seals had a 50-50 ball.
Yeah, it did.
And if he would have caught that, then you call time. You got one more play to the end zone here.
Yeah, and it's just, the ball had to carry so far to allow that safety to make his way over there. But for a while, Seals had a lot of space. I think they may have just forgot about 10 over there for a little while. With a good play for Tioga to prevent that big pickup for the Patriots.
So they'll get one more go at it, and it looks like Ellis will just take the snap, take a knee, and he will. We'll go to the half with Franklin Parish, a 1-point lead, 29-28 over Tioga here in the regular season finale. We got the WSB halftime report coming up right after this, and a word from our sponsors. You're listening to Patriots football.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine, too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
Call me, Elliot Britt, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options at 435-3794.
Thinking about getting your windows tinted? Then see the tint man, Garrett Harris at Well Shaded Tint. Trucks, cars, SUVs, tractors, big trucks, and ATVs. Well Shaded Tint can tint them all. And if you're looking at commercial or residential tint, call Well Shaded Tint today at 318-837-1514. or stop by 234 Taylor Avenue in Winsboro. There's no tent job that can't be done with the Tent Man, Garrett Harris at Well Shaded Tent. Call or stop by today.
0% APR for 36 months on 2024 Silverado 1500 and 2425 Equinox. Some customers may not qualify. Finance charges accrue from date of financing. Must finance with GM Financial. Down payment required as signing if applicable. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 12/2/24.
The annual Red Tag event is back at Waller Singer. Red Tags mean the lowest price this year on every new Chevy. Plus 0% APR and no payments till next year on Silverado LD and Equinox at Waller Singer, Winsboro.
Winsboro Health and Fitness invites you to come by and make your family's health a priority. This 24-hour, 17,000 square foot fitness center is jam-packed with cardio equipment, free weights, and curves equipment, indoor AstroTurf, and an indoor walking track. Stop in today to sign up for single and family packages with no contracts necessary. Your membership includes group classes and tanning. Sign up today at 3322 Front Street, Winsboro Health and Fitness.
Sonic Drive-In in Winsboro and the Coca-Cola Company are proud supporters of Franklin Parish Athletics. Whether you're heading to or coming from the big game, Sonic Drive-In in Winsboro can take care of any craving you may have. Sonic opens at 6 a.m. every day with their entire menu ready to serve. Try one of their many soft drink combinations with a cheeseburger and an order of tater tots. Stop by Sonic Drive-In in Winsboro to order some food and head to the big game. Sonic Drive-In, your game day pit stop for great eats and cool treats.
Bobby's Corner at 3860 Front Street invites you to come by and pick up a fresh breakfast or lunch served daily. Take it to go or eat on the patio. Can't drop by to pick it up? Bobby will deliver it to you. Bobby's now has soft serve ice cream. If you're headed out of town, stop by, gas up, grab a slice of Papa Prino's pizza and a drink, and don't forget ice cream. Bobby's Corner has the coldest beer in town. Snacks, cold drinks, and everything fresh. That's our business at Bobby's Corner in Winsboro. Accidents can happen at any moment. It's better to be covered than out in the cold. And at Quave Insurance, we strive to provide you with detailed information of how we can save you money on any type of insurance coverage that you need, offering coverage for auto, homeowners, farm and ranch, business, life, and more. Receive discounts for your auto and home insurance. Call for a quote today at 318-435-5643 or stop by with 2 locations to serve you in Winsboro and Delhi. Quave Insurance, serving Winsboro and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. The agency where service is first.
Welcome back to Tioga High School in the WSB halftime report. Toomey Ingram Field as Franklin Parish leads it by 1 at the half, 29-28. And it was a first half that saw a couple of different times Patriots with opportunities to get in the game, and then there was a couple of opportunities for Tioga to extend their lead to double digits. Franklin Parish defense does their job, and then they are able to somehow have a 1-point lead. You know, we talked about the slow start of Franklin Parish in the first half. Really, offensively, they were on fire, 3 for 3 on their first 3 drives, and but Tioga was 4 for 4 on their first 4 drives, and that's where we sit right now. The defense was able, off the Zaboli plays of the first half, to get a few key stops and get a lead going into the half.
Well, the offense kept FP in the game. They're just responding in the first half, and we'll go through the scores here. So Tioga gets the ball to start the game, and they waste no time on 4 plays, 68 yards, and Malone hits Johnson from 42 yards out. Extra point was good to make it 7-0 Indians, 10:01 remaining in the first quarter. But FP responds with an 8-play, 81-yard drive. Trey Martin goes into the end zone from 1 yard out. The kick was no good to make it 7-6 Tioga, 5:21 remaining in the first quarter. Then Tioga gets the ball back. It takes them one play, Cody. 64-yard run by Adams to make it 14-6 Tioga, 5:06 remaining in the first. Franklin Parish responds again, 8 plays, 76 yards. Ellis, a 2-yard run and a 2-point conversion was good to tie the ball game up 14-all with 2:08 remaining in the first. Then Tioga gets the ball back. They respond, 3 plays, 31 yards because of a big, huge kickoff return, puts them just 31 yards away from the end zone. It only takes them 3 plays, and Malone finds Reeves from 26 yards out. The kick was good, 21-14 Tioga with 1:11 remaining in the first. At the end of the first quarter, that's where we stood, 21-14. Then Franklin Parish swinging again when their back's against the corner. Ellis finds Chauncey White from 32 yards out. The kick was good. That was a 5-play, 68-yard drive, 21-21 with 11:53 remaining in the second. Then the defense kind of barrels up a little bit, makes a stop, but Franklin Parish is forced to punt it away, and then Tioga gets it back. Malone would run it in from 1 yard out after 5-play, 65-yard drive to give Tioga the lead again, 28-21 with 9:30 remaining in the second quarter. Then Franklin Parish has to punt it away again. The defense responds, and Franklin Parish answers on a 5-play, 66-yard drive. And the 2-point conversion rush from Ellis was good. The touchdown was Ellis to White from 22 yards away. The 2-point conversion was good to make it 29-21. FP takes the lead with 1:41 remaining in the second quarter. And then Tioga gets the ball back. They're marching it down the field. A couple big stops there on third down for Franklin Parish, forces a field goal attempt, Cody, from around what you say was a 30-yard field goal attempt.
Yeah, I think it was 36.
36-yard field goal attempt. Zay Boley, who had been targeted that whole first half, and in the second half he was making some huge pass breakups. He goes untouched in, blocks the field goal to give Franklin Parish the ball back with 10 seconds, and that's where we're at halftime. Franklin Parish, with a 29-28 lead over Tioga here in the season finale on senior night at the reservation, and Franklin Parish has to feel good about that score as they're going into the break. We'll take a look at the box score. Hold your horses. Total yards, Franklin Parish in the first half, 39 plays for 286 yards, 37 plays for Tioga for 264 yards. That's an average yard per play for 7.8 for each team, so a lot of offense in that first half. First downs, Franklin Parish with 15. Tioga also had 15. Rushing, Franklin Parish, 27 carries for 160 yards, and Tioga 20 carries for 123 yards. Turnovers, we haven't seen one yet tonight. Neither team with a turnover. Third down conversions, FP 3 of 6, Tioga 4 of 9. FP on fourth down have only attempted 1. They were unsuccessful, and 1 for 2 on fourth down conversions for Tioga Indians. Looking at the individual stats, Desarian Ellis 7 of 12 in the first half for 126 yards. Chauncey White's the leading receiver with 3 catches for 81 yards. Curran Jones 3 catches for 45 yards. The leading rusher, of course, it's DJ Neal, 13 carries for 82 yards in the first half. Ellis had 9 totes for 51 yards. Trey Martin carried the ball 4 times for 23 yards. And that's where we're standing right now. The Patriots holding a 1-point lead at the break, 29-28. And didn't even mention how the game started. Of course, Tioga scored, and then they kicked an onside kick right after they had that 7-point lead, and it bounces off the helmet of Zay Boley and picked up by Cam Plater. Cam Plater's hit from behind. He fumbles it. Looks like Tioga's going to get the ball back, and there was an inadvertent whistle call, which led to Franklin Parish getting the ball back. So it looked like Tioga was going to be able to, pile onto that quick touchdown they had to start the game, but that was one of the weirdest plays we've seen all year. It's just been a strange first half, but on a night where all year we've been praising this defense, they really struggled to figure out this Tioga offense in the first half until about 5-6 minutes to go. They started able to slow down that attack, but it's been the offense just being steady doing what they do, running the football, softening up the defense, slant plays with Ellis finding his receivers and putting points on the board. And that's what's kept them in the game tonight, and that's what's gave them the lead here at the break.
You know, you go through these kinds of games throughout the year where the defense starts out slow, or your offense starts out slow, and you need the defense to kind of keep you in the game until you can figure some stuff out. Well, here tonight, it's been the flip-flop version where the offense has had to keep up until the defense has figured out, how they could match up with this Tioga offense. And, they did great on the last 2 drives of the game. Obviously, the big blocked kick by Zay Boley, but that was the 3rd consecutive drive that Franklin Parish had stopped Tioga. After giving up touchdowns on the first 4 drives of the night. So three really big drives there that Franklin Parish was able to force a punt, and then they was able to force a turnover on downs, and then obviously the final one ended in the Zay Boley block. But that's kind of, it gets you to this point. You're up by 1. You're in the locker room. Coach Boxley's got time to say, all right, this is what's working. So now let's go to the game plan and kind of change some stuff up. If you're Franklin Parish's offense, I think you just keep, driving it down. Just keep doing what you're doing. I mean, nothing. You've had a couple of drives tonight that didn't end very well. You had a turnover on downs there, but all in all, I think you had
29
another
points.
punt. Yeah,
you can't be. You have to be extremely happy with that, Cody. And I was thinking during that first half, when have we seen the defense on their heels like that this year? We really hadn't, except for the second half against Calvary when they mounted that comeback there in the second half when they were really just doing whatever they wanted for about a 10-minute stretch. Well, that 15-minute stretch to start the game for Tioga was the best in offense has went against this FP defense all year long. Because even in the Ouachita game, they only had 280 yards the entire game offensively. It was special teams that really, kept Ouachita in that game with 2 kickoffs returned for touchdown and, of course, that blocked punt. So this is really uncharted territory for this Franklin Parish defense. But you saw them adapt, make adjustments, and start to kind of figure it out there in the tail end of that first half.
Franklin Parish leads it by 1, 29-28. Your halftime stats being brought to you by Quave Insurance. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Winsboro Sports Scoreboard, get you set for third quarter action. You're listening to the WSB Halftime Report.
Versatile Land Service LLC can take care of whatever your land needs may be. Call them today for a free in-person estimate. From mulching and underbrushing to bush hogging, from drainage to demolition, from stump removal to emergency storm cleanup, from driveways to house pads. Whatever your land needs may be, call them today. And with hunting season approaching, let Versatile Land Service LLC get that hunting property in shape before the season begins. Call for an estimate today, 318-680-4991. Licensed and insured. Versatile Land Service, LLC.
When it comes to supporting Franklin Parish, I serve by volunteering my time as a coach in our local Dixie Baseball League. When it comes to supporting you and your family, I serve as your local Farm Bureau agent. I am Craig Thomas. Call me at 435-9745 for a quick home, auto, or life insurance quote, and to learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. That's Craig Thomas at 435-9745. Call me today.
My experience at White Ford has just been exceptional. Each time that I have bought a vehicle from here.
They're willing to listen to what I want. They don't start trying to tell me what I need.
For me, it's just a comfort level, coming here.
Courtesy, dependability, responsibility, those are things that I value in a business.
I know that they're going to do the very best they can. Something that Chloe told me, he said his mama told him. He says, you treat every customer like they're your mama. My experience with White Ford is just awesome. It's like family.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect automobile you've always wanted. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Diane Roten is right here in Winsboro to help you select the right protection at the right price. Diane will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Diane Roten, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her today. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
WSB, you can bank on us. You can bank on us. A smile and a friendly way. lets you know that you're in the right place. At WSB, you can bank on us.
Winsboro State Bank. We're nearby in Winsboro, Gilbert, Mangum, and Rayville. Member FDIC.
WSB.
Welcome back to the WSB Halftime Report as we are getting set to start the third quarter. Both teams have come out to start their third quarter stretch routines as we get set to take a look at the Winsboro Sports scoreboard.
Yeah, we'll go to Thursday night games where Oak Grove beat Ouachita Christian 44-14 over at OCS. Big win for the Tigers there. St. Frederick's gets the 43-0 win over Delta Charter Storm in the district championship. First district title for the Warriors since 1996. Union takes care of Sterlington 31-23, and Faraday knocks off Rayville 32-6 last night. Tonight around the area, 14-0, Jonesboro leads Cedar Creek in the third quarter. At halftime, West Ouachita leads Grant in a 2-4A contest 35-0. Wassman at halftime leads Peabody 14-0. Arcadia trails Lincoln Prep 26-8 at half. Richwood and Carroll knotted at 8 at halftime. Alexandria with a 3-score lead, 28-9 over Neville down in Alexandria in a battle of 9-0 teams in a 2-5A district championship game against, I believe, Neville is number 1 in Division 1, and in the select side, Ash I think is sitting at 3 in their division rankings, but both teams undefeated, but Ash with a good lead over Neville at halftime. Moving on down the line, Mangum Dragons with a 28-14 lead over Delhi Charter at halftime. Ouachita all over Pineville, 42-0. That's a halftime score. Beekman trails Madison 14-6 in the second quarter. Homer Pelicans 28, Darbone Woods 14 in the second quarter. And that's going to do it. We are at halftime here on the WSB Halftime Show where the Patriots lead 29-8 over the Tioga Indians. And we just got a score. Thank you, Mr. George, for this. Caldwell looking for their first win of the year, and we need it bad. We pull in for the Spartans tonight. 14-0, they lead Vidalia, and that would be big for the Patriots. But the Patriots got to handle business against Tioga before they can worry about that.
Yeah, Franklin Parish is going to get the football to start the third quarter, which is big there as they try to extend this 1-point lead here in a ball game where now it's kind of flipped. Now, you can go out and play offense and, the defense, hopefully you can go down and score, and then the defense has something to kind of build off of. You're not playing catch-up through the first half like you had to do few moments ago. But Franklin Parish, though, looking for their season ending or season finale victory here to go undefeated in 2-4A district play. Right now they sit at 4-0 in District 2-4A this year, and I've had some really big wins. I mean, you talk about 4 shutouts in the year 2024. I know we found out when the last shutout was Franklin Parish had.
The last shutout?
Or the last one before this year. I think you had to go back.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Mana and Coach Enfinger, we were all talking about it the other day. They did some research on it to figure. But it's been a while.
It's been a while. And, the pregame show, we talked about it. This FP defense has been phenomenal. They've only given up, on average 14 points a game. The past 3 games, they had only given up 176 yards in 3 games, 6 points. Well, Tioga, that did not obviously scare them. They had a plan coming into the night and it had the defense on the heels for most of the first half. But Coach Boxley, if there's one thing, if you're, a Patriot follower, Patriot fan, you know that he's going to figure it out. He's going to make adjustments, and the defense has. We'll see if they can continue that as we get the ball to start the second half. A nice score here, Cody, would certainly ease the Patriot fans' minds a little bit.
Well, the Shelter Insurance Kickoff is high in the air. It's going to be taken in at about the 2-yard line by Trey Martin. Martin with blockers in front. Martin down the far sideline. Martin with a head full of speed down at the 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown for number 3, Trey Martin, as he takes it to the house. Call it 98 yards.
Well, that'll do, my friend. If you can dial it up any better, of course, hadn't seen Trey Martin return kicks in the first half. They obviously worked on that at halftime, Cody. And, you and I were talking on the way down here. There's a lot of great players on this team, but Trey Martin is so electric no matter where he's at, and he proves it right there. He finds some blocks, runs it down the sideline. 98 yards for number 3, the sophomore, is on fire.
It's a 98-yard State Farm kickoff return for a touchdown, and the Patriots extend their lead to 35-28. Well-shaded 10 extra point attempt from Drew Calloway. Carl Williams to hold it. Chris Addison will snap it. Snap is low, hold, kick is up, and the kick looks wide to the left. It will be wide to the left, and the Patriots hold a 7-point lead. 11:48 remaining here in the third quarter. You're listening to Patriots football.
Buying my automobile with White Ford has been a pleasure. They always treat me professional.
Whether it be the salesman or the service department, they're always ready to help.
It's the service part that keeps you coming back.
They've always been fair on price, so that's a good thing.
It's nice to walk in a dealership where you can see smiling faces and you feel welcome.
I have recommended to many of my friends to buy from White Ford.
We give them an idea of what we want, and they always come through with what we're looking for.
Our overall experience at White Ford has been great. We wouldn't trade it for anything.
For where we at the program and where we're trying to go and trying to get everybody bought in and on board, man, whatever feat that we get that's of this magnitude, we're going to celebrate it. We got different goals in mind every year, and our main goal, our end goal, obviously, is to make it to the Dome, but on the way is to be district champs. On the way is to get some kids to be, all district and all state and get recruited. So we got a lot of goals that we're trying to accomplish here. And our first goal was accomplished this past Friday.
Welcome back to Patriots football as the kickoff, the watermelon-style kickoff, is bobbled and then taken in and returned all the way across the 40-yard line to the 42-yard line. It seems like the return man ran 70 yards to get across 12.
The field. Yeah, I think Chris Addison finally gets him out of bounds as just about, 8 yards shy of the 50-yard line here as Tioga takes over.
35-28, Patriots lead. Handoff up the middle. Runs back into his offensive lineman, bounces it out a little bit across the 45 to the 47 is Adams. It's going to be a gain of about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. Matt, going back to the scoring drive for Franklin Parish. It was real quick.
Yeah, real quick kickoff. Taken 98 yards back by Trey Martin. The extra point was no good, but the Patriots 35-28 lead now to start this second half.
2nd and 5, handoff to Adams again up the middle, and Avery Johnson hits him after a 2-yard gain up to the 49-yard line. Johnson gets up fired up as well as a safety should when you come up and make a tackle at the line like that. It's 3rd and 3 up near midfield. Sorry,
Just
Matt.
checking, Cody. Adams in the first half, 109 yards on 15 carries, and he has been a problem at that running back spot for Tioga.
3rd down and 3. Looking to pass is Malone. The catch is made by Johnson. Or excuse me, that's not Johnson. He does have a first down, though, down to the Patriot 47-yard line.
Yeah, just enough there for the pickup to move the chains. Carl Williams brings him down, but Tioga pushing it across the 50 here. Trying to respond. They haven't been in this position a whole lot in this game, but down by a score now, the Patriots.
1st and 10 at the Patriot 47. Handoff to Adams, left side. Adams cuts it up, and we'll get down around the 42-yard line. Gain of 4 is going to make it 2nd down. Well, now they give him about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Indians offense. So we're just underway here in the third quarter. Patriots took the opening kickoff of the third quarter, 98 yards to Trey Martin. Here's going to be a quarterback keeper right up the middle for Malone, and he lost his helmet.
And the ball, but it was already went down.
Yep. Kenyon Martin falls on the ball, but he is down by contact at the 34-yard line. It is enough to move the chains, but the big news here is won't last but a second, but Malone will have to come out for a play.
Yeah, and that brings in looks like Tarver Landry for this play at the quarterback position for Tioga.
I think they're bringing him in as a blocker. They're just going to put Adams in at
Yeah,
quarterback.
why not?
You know who's going to get it here. Here's a snap, and Adams
Wow.
with a big hole
Big
across
play.
the right side all the way down to the 21. It is a 14-yard run for Adams and a first down for the Indians.
You got to be impressed with this O-line for Tioga. So they have really paved the way for Adams tonight. You know, not the biggest size-wise we've seen this year, but they've been very direct and good at what they do, opening the gaps for Adams.
Same formation this time. They'll run it to the left side for Adams, and Adams is hit, lowers his shoulder, driving forward about 5 down to the 16-yard line. Make it second down. We'll call it 2nd and 4. They mark him down at the 17.
Yeah, Adams tapping his helmet, calling come out for this play.
Yeah.
Of course, he's now at 18 carries on the night. Senior Tioga running back.
2nd and 6, under 8:40 to play, third quarter. 35-28, Patriots lead it. Malone back in the game, takes the snap. He'll hand it off, this time across the left side, bouncing it outside, lowers his shoulder, still on his feet, trying to get extra yardage as the Indian running back gets down to about the 13, be about a yard or so shy of the first down. It's going to be number 21, Kenny Pontier.
Cody, he's been a lot of yards after contact tonight for Adams.
Third down, they'll fake the handoff. Malone trying to keep it left side. He breaks a tackle, gets inside the 10 for a Tioga first down.
There's a collision there between a Tioga lineman and Trey Martin. They are both struggling to get up off the turf. Or I'm not sure, that might not be a lineman, can't get a read on the number, but both Martin and the Tioga player are still down.
Yeah.
Looks like Martin holding his right knee. He got up for a second, though, Cody, and then Trey went back down as the training staff taking a look at it.
I think they knock knees.
Yeah, that hurts.
So it looked like the lineman was okay for a second, and then he went down. They'll check on both the injured players, one each for the Patriots and the Indians. Patriot football tonight being brought to you by Progressive Bank. Stay connected through our suite of digital banking services. Progressive Bank Mobile, mobile check deposit, online banking, and more at Progressive Bank, helping people achieve their dreams. Also by Sango GMC, great selection, quality salespeople who want to help and competitive prices. Shop us to see how we put your needs first. It's Sango GMC.
Yeah, Cody, that's going to be number 17, who's Ryan Reeves, who, of course, scored a touchdown earlier in the game. That's still down on the ground for Tioga as they're taking a look at his knee. I think you're probably right. That's what happened as both players were struggling to get up and holding. He's holding his right knee, and Trey was holding his left knee.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see anything on the replay that it wasn't a hard collision. They weren't, meeting each other. Just seemed like it was in passing there that they're still checking on the injured Indian. Trey Martin is up. And while they continue to check on him,
we'll go to the Winsboro Sports scoreboard, where it's now 14-6. Caldwell still leading Vidalia late in the third quarter over there. Ouachita all over Pineville, 49-13, 37-0. West Ouachita over Grant. Let's see, 14-6. Wassman leading Peabody in the third quarter. Neville trails Alexandria in the third, 28-9. Jonesboro Hodge with a lead over Cedar Creek, 14-0 in the third quarter. Ruston with a 22-0 lead over West Monroe. That one's midway through the third quarter. 26-8. Lincoln Prep over Arcadia, and Richwood and Carroll are tied in the third at 8. Also, the Mangum Dragons at halftime lead Delhi Charter 28-14, and Madison holds a small lead, 14-6 over Beekman Charter. Thursday night score, sorry. So right now it's Patriots 35-28 over Tioga here in the third quarter.
Here it's first down and goal from the 7th. Malone rolling to his right. Flag comes flying in, and the tackle is made. It's going to be a sack for the Patriots. Kenyon Martin getting the sack back at the 8-yard line, and to be a loss, the 9-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple. They did get the injured Indian over to the sideline, but he was definitely needing some help to get to the sideline.
It's the longest we've seen a player down on the field in quite a while.
It was Ryan Reeves, the injured Tioga player. Penalty is against the Indians for holding. Patriots will back them up.
So scoring update, Caldwell just scores again. I know that game's very important to us, so we're going to try to keep you updated on that. So now 20-6, Caldwell Spartans with the lead over Vidalia. Certainly need them to get their first win of the year tonight over in Concordia Parish.
That'll help the power ratings as we take a look at all of the teams that Franklin Parish has played this year. St. Fred's, of course, winning last night, improving to 9-1 overall on the season. West Washita in the driver's seat tonight as well. Snap back on first down and goal. Here's a flag that comes flying in on the tackle. It's going to be a face mask.
Yeah, I think Chad Jones was going in for the tackle and inadvertently got that mask. And the yellow darts came flying in quick. I got a good view of that one.
So it's a personal foul. It was already first down, so it'll stay first down. Now we'll just check and see where they put the football down at. It's going to be a half the distance penalty. She'll put them down at the 9-yard line, where it will be first down and goal from the 9. Patriots holding a 7-point lead, 35-28 with 7:25 remaining here in the third quarter.
Of course, still got Bell, Addison, and Jones in on that defensive front, but Hunter Caldwell now in on that defensive line for Franklin Parish for the first time tonight. Of course, the starting offensive lineman for the Patriots got a lot of action in the past few weeks, starting in that West Washita game, playing some defense too.
First and goal from the 9. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Malone calls for the snap, hands it off up the middle, and he is wrapped up at about the 5-yard line. Looked almost like he lost the football, too.
Yeah, he was trying to hold on to it, and Carl Williams trying to strip it there. He was able to keep his grasp, though, pick up a few yards.
So second and goal from about the 5-yard line. Malone in the shotgun. Adams to his right. He'll hand it off to Adams. Adams trying to stretch it out, trying to get to the end zone, and he's taken down.
Right at the
short, goal. Yeah, short, about the 1-yard line. All the Indians players trying to persuade the officials to say he got in, but it's going to be third and goal from the 1.
Adams is so good about shifting it back at that last second towards the middle of the field, and he usually picks up additional yardage that way.
It's going to be a quarterback sneak on third and goal, and he's in for the touchdown. Going to be Malone on his second touchdown run of the night. Both of those. Quarterback sneaks into the end zone with 6:10 remaining. It's a 35-34 game pending the extra point. Does it really have the feel that whoever has the football last in this game is in
it definitely
driver's
feels that way.
seat? So the Indians will answer Franklin Parish's opening kickoff of the third quarter. That Trey Martin took the distance 98 yards. They'll set up for the extra point. And it is up. And it is good. 35 all, 6:10 remaining here in the third quarter. Patriots football will continue in a moment.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect automobile you've always wanted. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Diane Roten is right here in Winsboro to help you select the right protection at the right price. Diane will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Diane Roten, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her today. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to Patriots football here at Tioga High School. Toomey Ingram Field as the Patriots and the Indians are locked at a 35-35 all matchup here in the third quarter, 6:10 remaining, Matt.
That was 8 plays, 56 yards, and Malone knocks it in from 1 yard out. The kick was good, and we are knotted at 35.
Here's the Shelter Insurance kickoff. It's going to bounce at the 25. Avery Johnson gets his hands on it. Avery Johnson finds a seam. A flag comes flying in. Johnson's down the far sideline. He's going to take it to the house. That one, Matt, likely to come back.
Oh, man, that's so unfortunate. Avery picks it up off the turf, takes it to the opposite side of the field, Cody, and finds a seam, which you're right, just judging by the body language, looking at Ty Williamson and Hunter Caldwell, likely not going to count.
I think the flag is going to come in at about the 40-yard line. It sits at the 39-yard line. It is going to be a hold against Franklin Parish. So that will take away the big kick return. So the Patriots were looking for their second kickoff return for a touchdown tonight, just here in the third quarter as well.
Yeah, of course, start the second half. Patriots get the ball after halftime with a 1-point lead, 98 yards. Trey Martin and then Avery Johnson just shows how electric he is once again, but it doesn't count. Did not see really what happened there. Looking at the replay. The offense will take over, Cody, and they've responded every time they've had to tonight.
Yep.
35 all here with 5:57 remaining in the third quarter.
So a 10-yard penalty is going to push him back. Is there two penalties?
They're pushing him way back.
Way back. So they got a hold and a personal foul penalty. So grand total of 25 yards marked off against the Patriots. That'll push them back inside the 20-yard line.
And they're marking
down
off
inside
some more
the
yards.
15, yeah. Back to the 14-yard line is where the Patriots offense will start this drive. My, how quickly that can be taken away.
Yeah. Go get you a breather, Avery.
Yeah.
You've done quite a lot here tonight, but needed that one. Not going to count.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Patriots from their own 14. 5:57 remaining here, third quarter. Tied at 35. Snap back, handoff up the middle to DJ Neal. Neal finding a little running room across the 25 up near the 30-yard line. It's a Waller Singer Chevrolet run for DJ Neal, who is just very patient in that run game, Matt.
He is, and that's going to be push him over the century mark for the game. Averaging 9 yards a carry, Cody, the freshman back. Another game over 100 yards rushing for DJ.
Snap back on 1st down and 10. They're going to hand it to Neal again, coming near side, and Neal is knocked out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, 2nd and 6 for the Patriots offense. For those of you who just tuned in, as we've got a injured Tioga player at the 35-yard line.
I think it may be a cramp. Humid night here. Humid November night. The Patriots get a quick breather here. As we'll go to the Winsboro Sports scoreboard, 20-6. Caldwell holding that lead over Vidalia, 27-6. So Caldwell just gets another score. It looks like the Patriots will get the help they needed if they can finish the job here with Tioga to maybe possibly push them to that 4-seed spot in Division II. Bastrop leads North Webster in the fourth quarter 8-0. 29-0, the Ruston Bearcats putting it on West Monroe over at Don Shaw's Field. And Neville now trails 35-9 to Ash in that 2-5A clash for district championship. 2 9-0 teams. Here the Patriots knotted up with Tioga, 35 all, a little past midway through the third quarter.
And you know, you have the talk with several coaches for Franklin Parish, you know, whether or not you want the 4 seed, want the bye, or, you know, as hot as the Patriots have been, do you just want to go straight into playing without getting that break? A little torn. You get some that are for it, some that are against it.
You're going to get what you get. You just got to win tonight. And
try.
Where the chips fall, they fall.
2nd and 6. Patriots with the snap and the handoff to the right side to DJ Neal. Neal will be wrapped up and taken down for a loss. Loss of a yard back to the 33-yard line. Nothing really going there for the freshman.
They're trying to kick it to the outside, and it was just great coverage there for Tioga. Last second, he tried to punch it back towards the middle. Wasn't nothing there either, so a rare loss of downs there for the young freshman.
Yep. So 3rd down and 7. As they'll swing it out towards the far sideline, Caden Seals making the catch.
Yeah, design play for Seals right there. You can see Ellis, as soon as it hits his hands, he starts his rotation throwing the football, and Seals pulls it in, moving the chains.
So Waller Singer Chevrolet first down up near the 42-yard line. That's what you got to do here. Grind out a drive.
That's it.
Use some clock.
They've had some long drives here tonight, too.
Snap back. Now hand it off this time to Trey Martin. Martin coming near side. Martin turns it up, gets around the 50-yard line. They'll stop him at about the 49. Nice gain for Trey Martin. Tackled on the play by 22 Cohen Henry. It will be 2nd down and about 3 for the Patriots. 2 receivers to each side. Ellis in the shotgun with DJ Neal to his right. Karen Jones in motion now to the right side. Snap back. They'll fake the handoff. Throws it out, and it's nearly intercepted. A little miscommunication there, I think, between him and Caden Seals. Yep. It looked like Seals he was looking for him on the post of the deep slant route there.
Yeah, that's another one of those plays where you had Jones in motion. You kind of hopefully to throw the defense off a bit, but you're right, Seals was not on the same page. Luckily, the Patriots get away with one there because could have very easily not went their way, but move on here. Patriots just not far to go here, Cody. 3rd and short.
That's right.
They've had 5 third down conversions to this point tonight.
3rd down and 3. They got to hurry up. Clock's at 2, and they hand it off to DJ Neal. Right side, Neal with the first down. Still on his feet, twisting down inside the 45 at the 42. It's a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down.
Yeah, what a good job to get that play off, but Neal lowering his shoulder to get those extra yards and push the Patriots across midfield. Fresh set of downs. Got to like the feel of this drive right here. You're eating the clock. Still moving the ball.
Ellis in the shotgun on 1st and 10 from the 42, and they get Tioga to jump off sides. A little nice acting job there from Hunter Caldwell. Patriots will get 5 extra yards here. It's 1st and 5. Now ball spotted inside the 40 at the 37. First and 5, Patriots. Snap back to Ellis. Ellis looking to pass. Ellis will heave it down the far sideline for Chauncey White, and White makes the catch.
Out of bounds.
They're saying he's out of bounds.
Yep, made the catch. Went over the defender, made the catch, but feet on the white line, and that will be an incomplete pass for the Patriots. Chauncey's just got so good at those one-on-one balls. It's just light years ahead of where he was a sophomore. Of course, didn't get a whole lot of play. I mean, he played a lot, but of course, Javion White, Marshawn Whitley, but you can just see how much stronger he is this year and just how much more comfortable he is going up for those balls.
So 2nd and 5. Snap back. They'll hand it off right side. DJ Neal with a little bit of running room, lowering his shoulder, driving down inside the 30 to the 29. It's a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down. And the chains move once again on a carry from number 21. Now around 3:06 to play 3rd quarter. Tied up 35 all.
Yeah, DJ, of course, we've been singing his praises, but you got to give it up for this offensive line. Marzell, Callaway, Ty Williamson, Hunter Caldwell, and, of course, Cam. They've really had a great night paving the way for the young back.
Under 3 to play now in the third quarter. Man in motion, that's K'Ron Jones. He gets the toss from Ellis, and he's going nowhere. He's going backwards, back outside the 30. They mark him down at the 32-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 3. 2nd and 13 for the Patriots. Running some clock here on this drive, but right now the Patriots going backwards. Man in motion, that's Jones again. Back to pass is Ellis. Steps up into the pocket, being rushed, and he'll go down for a sack back at the 36-yard line.
That pocket collapsed on him. He could see it coming, stepped up, trying to get in the middle of the field where he had a little space, but it's just the offensive lineman got pushed back there.
So 3rd down and long here for the Patriots.
This drive alone, Cody, over about 4.5 minutes to this point.
3rd and 17 from the 36-yard line. Ellis with 2 receivers to each side. He sends DJ Neal out to the near side. Throws it over the middle. The catch is made by K'Ron Jones for a big first down. Inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line. Inside the White Ford red zone. It's a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down.
Yeah, that freshman K'Ron Jones in the middle of the field, that slant all year. He's able to make those big catches. You can think about the touchdown he had earlier this year against Ouachita, but right there, that was huge for the Patriots to pick up that first down. So 35 all here as we're under a minute to go in the third quarter, and the Patriots, probably their biggest first down pickup of the night, Cody, puts them into the red zone.
1st and 10 from the 15. Spradling in motion. It's a low snap on the ground, picked up by DJ Neal. Neal lowers his shoulder. He's inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line. It's a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down. And, boy, was that heads up from number 21. Yeah. My goodness.
Johnny on the spot there. Neal, he's approaching around 140 on the ground tonight. And he's been the workhorse for this Patriot offense. Very important. The Patriots get 6 here.
They bring the big boys in on 1st and goal from the 3. Ellis bringing Tavon over from left to the right side. 16 seconds. They hand it off to Trey Martin. Martin is into the end zone for a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots take the lead.
And Cody, that was over a 5-minute drive for the Patriots, and it was a lot of DJ Neal picking up big gains, but also some plays here and there from the passing attack. Jones had that big first down, but that last first down pickup for DJ Neal, he subs out, brings in Trey Martin, and Trey gets the touchdown, of course, in the stat book, but a great drive. Coach Burnett, Coach Sherrard dialed up some nice plays there to eat up a lot of clock and put the Patriots back on top.
So 3-yard State Farm touchdown. The Patriots, the swinging gate, will go for the 2-point conversion. Ellis will trot into the end zone. The well-shaded tent 2-point conversion attempt is good, and the Patriots now lead it 43-35. 11 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Patriots football will continue in a moment.
No brands like Buick and GMC, no deals like a Sango deal. And folks, no time like now. This is Mark Sanguinetti. Head to Winsboro now because there's never been a better time to buy. That's right, folks. Every Buick and GMC, every car, truck, and SUV on our lot is priced to sell. And Sango's service department is here for all your service needs. Shop our full inventory 24/7 at SangoGMC.com. There's no deal like a Sango deal, so don't wait. You make the drive, I'll make the deal at Sango Buick GMC in Winsboro.
Welcome back to Patriots football inside the Franklin State Bank broadcast booth. Patriots regain the lead 43-35 with 11 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Cody, that was 13 plays, 86 yards. It ate up over 5 minutes of clock.
Watermelon kick goes out of bounds.
And Martin punched it in for his third brushing touchdown of the night. Trey Martin. The 2-point conversion was good as Ellis trots in to the end zone to make it 43-35 Patriots. Just 11 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Now you need a big defensive stop, right? Now's the time of the game where Franklin Parish defense just takes over.
Yeah,
you just feel it. We've seen it all year.
Well, and I'm really reminded of against how the defense played in that third and fourth quarter against West Ouachita when they were having trouble, with the West Ouachita's quirky offense in the first half, and then when they needed the defensive stops late in the game when it was very tight, like it is tonight, the defense was able to come through.
Still have not forced a turnover tonight, now would be a really good time for that.
Yeah, dial it up, Coach.
Of course, that's what they got against West Ouachita to really
kind
of change the momentum of that as West Ouachita was going in to try to take the lead. Snap, handoff coming near side, and this one's not going to happen. False start going to be called against Tioga. So that'll back them 5 yards up. It's 1st and 15 for the Indians. Tioga came into tonight's contest with a 4-5 record, 2-2 in district play. Patriots, of course, 8-1 on the season overall with a 4-0 district record. District champions here in 2024. It's the first ever district championship. I think of 20 years of this school's history. I think I said 19 last week, but kind of get confused. You look at the years of graduation years are always off, so it kind of throws it. But it's 2004 would have been the first football season for Franklin Parish High School.
That's right. It's a long time coming. Of course, it's funny. It happens the first year Neville's out of the district, but it just happens to be a year where West Ouachita has their best team ever, right? And, of course, I don't know. I mean, I don't think anybody expected Tioga to be quite this good offensively. But, when you look at the points they scored all year, I mean, I guess the proof was out there.
1st and 15 from the 37. He fumbled the football. I think Tioga got on top of it, but, boy, it was almost that time as Tavon Bell gets up and says, no, not happening today.
Yeah, and you had Tavon and, of course, Chris coming from opposite sides but closing in on him. And the quarterback rears back to throw it, Cody, and I think that's when it kind of slips out of his hand. Luckily, he's able to get right back on top of it.
That's going to do it. Yeah, absolutely. That's going to do it for the third quarter. The Patriots hold an 8-point lead, 43-35. Going into the fourth, Patriots football will continue right after this.
Hello, this is Brian Wade, Vice President of Progressive Bank. I invite all of my customers and friends to drop by Progressive Bank today. You may be surprised to find that we are not your typical community bank. We have a complete array of depositing and lending services. We offer financial planning, wealth and investment management, commercial cash management, technology-based services, and more, all combined with the very best of personal service. Progressive Bank, your life, your business, your bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, loan subject to credit approval.
The following is a broadcast of KMAR Sports.
Let's welcome back inside the Franklin State Bank broadcast booth as we start the fourth quarter. Thanks for hanging out with us here on KMAR and on the KMAR YouTube live stream. Patriots hold an 8-point lead going into the final 12 minutes. 43-35. Tioga with the football, 2nd and 15, or excuse me, 2nd and about 17 from their own end of the field. Here's an end-around type of play. It's a handoff, a little switcheroo. C.J. Jones says, no, sir, not today. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's going to be no gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long for Tioga. So we're just underway here in the fourth quarter. And a big thanks to everybody who listened and watched along with us here in 2024 as we're in the final game. Can't believe it, in the regular season. Big third down play here for the Indians. Snap back. Looking, throws it over the middle of the field. The catch is made, and he takes a lick from Trey Martin, but
held on to it.
Yeah, he held on to it. What a play from the receiver. That's going to be number 19 who was able to hold on to the football. That's Christian Isles. Makes the catch.
And Trey had a great angle, too. Put a good pop on him. How he held on to that. Kudos to him. But they cross midfield here. Tioga not going away.
Ball spotted at the Patriot 38. Handoff up the middle. No bit of running room. And the running back breaks loose inside the 25 into the Patriots secondary down around the 23-yard line. If they give him the 22, it's going to be a first down for the Indians. As all night long, Adams has been able to run the football almost at will.
Senior, third year as a starter, Cody, and you can really tell he's strong back.
Snap back, they hand it off to Adams again across the right side, met by Chris Addison after a gain of a couple down to the 20-yard line. 2nd and 8 upcoming for the Indians. 10:24 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 43-35, 8-point lead for the Patriots, who had a 6-minute drive?
Yeah, almost 6-minute drive last time out. Ate up a lot of that third quarter.
2nd and 8. They run an option to the right side, get it to Adams, and he slips and falls. A great job there by Trey Martin. A loss of a yard for Adams, back to the 21. It's 3rd down and 9 coming up for the Indians. Of course, you're getting in the realm of a 4-down territory type of deal here. Now you're fighting against the clock. Only a one-possession game, obviously, but each passing minute, your drives dwindle away. 3rd down and 9. Back to pass, looking, throws, catch made by Adams. Adams inside the 10, dragging Avery Johnson inside the 5 and down to the 2.
Boy, he is a workhorse.
It's going to be 1st and goal for the Indians at the Patriot 2-yard line. Under 9:10 to play here in the fourth quarter. Snap back, they'll hand it off to Adams. Adams across the left side and into the end zone for a Tioga touchdown. Cutting into that Patriot lead, now 43-41. Adams comes off to the sideline, and head coach for Tioga says, hey, get back out, we got to go for 2.
Yeah, he's now got 27 carries on the night, Adams, and right there his 2nd touchdown. 2 yards out. Of course, Tioga 2 points down, so that's why they're electing for the 2 here. Tomahawk chop going here on the reservation.
They've moved the ball to the right hash for the 2-point conversion attempt. Man in motion. They toss it to him coming near side. He's wrapped up by Tavon Bell. Did he get in? He did not get in.
Just shy. Went down right in front of the official, and he was very close, but Bell, at 290 pounds, probably had something to do with it.
Got a late flag that came in. The Tioga coaches were not happy with the call, and the late flag is probably going to be a post-play penalty against Tioga. So the Patriots hold them and keep their 2-point lead here at 43-41. Tioga is going to be backed up to kick this one off while we get the call. It is a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Tioga. They'll be enforced on the kickoff. Patriots football tonight being brought to you by Bobby's Corner, official convenience store of FP Athletics. Gas up and load up on drinks and snacks before your next Patriot event, which will be the 2024 playoffs coming up Bobby's Corner, also brought to you by Shelter Insurance. Call Elliot Britt today. He can help make sure you get the right coverage at the right price while providing the quality service you expect. Call Shelter Insurance today for a quote at 435-3794.
Yeah, the Patriots there trying to slow down Adams, and they could not do it, Cody, as they went 8 plays on that drive, and Adams gets his second touchdown of the night. But the 2-point conversion was no good thanks to Tavon Bell. Great stop right there in the goal line. Making a 2-point game. Patriots with the lead, 43-41, 9:02 remaining. Cody, this kickoff pushes them way back, and you got to feel confident about this. Now, you wonder if Tioga is going to even kick it to Avery Johnson, or is that Trey Martin?
Either one, doesn't matter. Both of those guys have been electric in the kick return game. They will kick it towards the sideline and kick it out of bounds. So the Patriots will get pretty good field position to start this drive here.
Yeah, so 2-point lead. You come back on the field, the offense, after a long 13-play, over 5-minute drive that went 86 yards that you got points off of. What do you change? Nothing, right? You just continue to, work DJ Neal. I mean, he's over 150 yards in the game. The Patriots very confident tonight offensively, and their defense, I mean, despite that last touchdown, the defense has, I think, improved dramatically when you look at that first 15 minutes of the game. So this is going to be, who's gonna fall in the end, because it's just haymaker after haymaker in both of these teams.
Well, if you're able to get a 6-minute drive here, punch it in around the 3-minute mark.
You're feeling good about it.
Yeah, you punch it in, you get the extra point. It's a 9-point game. It's a 2-possession game with 3 minutes left to play.
Yep.
So
that's the plan, I'm sure, for Coach Burdett, offensive coordinator Coach Sherrard.
Patriots select to have it on the right hash here to start from the 40. First down and 10. Snap back to Ellis. Ellis will hand it off up the middle to Neal. Neal be taken down up around the 42-yard line. Give him the 43, so a gain of 3, 2nd and 7 coming up for the Patriot offense. Patriots football tonight brought to you by Winsboro Health and Fitness, inviting you to make your family's health a priority. Open 24 hours with cardio equipment, weights, and an indoor walking trail, and new indoor batting cages as well that we get mad on a lot. Single and family packages are available at Winsboro Health and Fitness. 2nd and 7 here to 43. Seals, Jones, Spradling to the left. In a bunch tripped formation, Chauncey White, long receiver to the right. They hand it off up the middle. DJ Neal has a hole, bounces it to the outside into Tioga territory and down to the 41-yard line. First down, a Waller-Singer Chevrolet first down run.
Well, he gets behind his blockers there, and he gets a pretty good pop there right around the line of scrimmage, but he just brushes it off, Cody. The young freshman, I'm trying to keep tally here, but I think that's his 7th run of 10 yards or more. And the DJ is go DJ, because he's had quite the game. He's had so many good ones. But, man, I think maybe his most important performance so far of his freshman season here tonight.
Looked like he got kind of twisted up there at the end of that play. A little gingerly walking, was trying to get somebody to check in. And Coach Burnett will just elect to use a timeout, stop the clock with 7:37 remaining. A 2-point Patriot lead. Patriots football tonight being brought to you by the Franklin Parish Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Kevin Cobb and the Franklin Parish Sheriff's Office, always big supporters of FP Athletics, and reminds fans to stay safe during this football season. Also by Waller-Singer Chevrolet. Buy your next vehicle and get your next service at Waller-Singer Chevrolet. We do what we say at Waller-Singer Chevrolet.
Winsboro Sports scoreboard still 27-6. Last score, we got Caldwell with a comfortable lead over Vidalia. Looks like the Spartans will get that win. Hopefully the Patriots gets theirs, and that helps them out in the power ratings when the brackets come out. We think maybe Sunday night or Monday morning, especially hopefully by Monday we'll get the brackets, right? Yeah. Wassman, it looks like they're taking care of Peabody 26-6 in the fourth quarter, and another 2-4A action. West Ouachita will finish the season 9-1 with a 44-8 lead in the fourth quarter over Grant.
I think next time I do these ad reads, I'm going to give William the headset. See, he said he telling me, hey, I'll do it for you. Yeah.
Perfect. Dial it up. Put him in the studio.
Playoff game. We're miking this guy up. He's going to be our ad read man. Bring us back in.
Put some snare in the headphones, man. Let him take care of the rest.
Coming out of the timeout, it's 1st down and 10. And Ellis looking. He's got a wide open Chauncey White. He makes the catch and walks into the end zone for a 41-yard touchdown catch. Ellis and company dialing it up coming out of the timeout. It's a State Farm touchdown pass from Ellis to White. Third of the night? That's third of the night.
Chauncey White having a game. Fantastic throw, but how did Chauncey get that wide open? Looking back at the replay, he just runs it up the middle of the field, Cody, past the DB. There's no safety there. He just makes the grab on a great pass by Desarian Ellis.
Wow.
Fantastic play, and Cody, that is certainly the Patriot fans out there listening and watching that are across the stadium breathing a little easier against this very, very gritty Tioga team, the Patriots, their biggest lead of the night.
Big play here. They can move it to a 2-possession game, and they will. The toss into the end zone to Trey Martin. It's a well-shaded tent, 2-point conversion, make it a 50-41 ball game. And the Patriots have a 2-possession lead. Boy, I tell you, Matt, that is beautiful.
Outstanding
Beautiful pass. I just got a chance to look at it again. It's a 51-41 game as Franklin Parish now has a 10-point lead with 7:29 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And now the pressure's on the Indians. 7.5 remaining.
Biggest lead of the night. Biggest lead of the night for the Patriots. They've had to fight the entire time. But the offense is the one thing you could count on all evening, whether it's DJ Neal's outstanding rushing attack. But I have to say, Ellis is having quite the night as well as Chauncey White is too.
Here's the watermelon kick taken in, and Carl Williams can't get around to him. He is trying to hit the sideline. Spradling can't get to him, and he's finally knocked down out of bounds inside the 40 at about the 37 of Franklin Parish.
That was a 4-play scoring drive there, Cody. Ellis to White, 37-yard touchdown. But that 2-point conversion, wow, that was big for the Patriots to give them the 50-41 lead.
92 total points here in this ball game tonight. Shades of the Washita game coming to mind here on the 51-41
We're on the right
score.
side in the fourth quarter, though.
Yeah.
Ran out of time against the Lions, but Tioga starts in great field position. There's been a lot of big kickoff returns for both teams tonight.
1st down and 10 for the Indians. Hits as he gets rid of the ball, and it falls incomplete around the 25-yard line to be 2nd down and 10.
Well, C.J. Jones popped him there right as he threw it. Wasn't nobody in the area of the ball. C.J., just a sophomore, has had a pretty good night, Cody, up there on that defensive line. The first half a little rocky over that defensive front with Adams attacking them in the middle, but Jones has had a big night. It looks like Dalen Credit now in the game at defensive end for the Patriots.
And Malone's got to run to the sideline and get a wristband. 3 seconds on the play clock. They do get the snap off and hand it off to Adams, and Adams is wrapped up by Trey Martin, Kenyon Martin, at the 36-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 8 coming up.
Scoring update, Caldwell now up 34-6, so it looks like the Spartans get their first win of the year over at Vidalia.
Couldn't come at a better time for Franklin Parish fans.
That's right. What a hit there by Trey Martin.
Oh, big hit. 3rd and 8. 2 receivers left, one to the right. Malone in the shotgun. Calls for the snap. Back to pass. It'll be a quarterback draw up the middle. Being chased, Zay Boley wraps him up, but it's going to be enough for a Indian 1st down at the 25. Boley. Carl Williams was trying to wrap him up, trying to get to him. Nice play call there on 3rd down and 8. It looked like Franklin Parish was in a definite pass coverage situation. 1st and 10 from the 25. It'll be another quarterback keeper up the middle. Still on his feet is Malone. Malone inside the 15 down to the 10-yard line.
It's like another a wildcat package is what it is. It's design run 2 in a row there from Malone.
It's a wildcat with the quarterback.
Yeah, and he's got wearing 15, so it looks like Tebow out there.
1st and goal from the 10. Malone looking to pass, looking to the right, throws it, and it is batted away by Jacoby Brooks.
Big play by Brooks. Don't know if he would have been able to bring it in bounds, but Brooks was all over it. Those long arms, 6'2" sophomore, able to get to the deflection.
So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 10. Patriots not out of the woods yet. It's a two-possession game at 51-41 with 5:52 remaining, but I won't say Tioga with a full complement of timeouts here.
Yep.
Get a score here. They've got enough to try to get the football back. Here's a snap back to Malone. Malone looking. Will run the same play near side that he got the touchdown on earlier, and he gets another one here. Same play, same result to Ryan Reeves for a 10-yard touchdown pass, cutting into that Patriot lead now 51-47.
Of course, Reeves was the tight end who was down on probably a good over 5-10 minutes laying on the ground after that. Ran into Trey Martin back in the 3rd quarter, but right there, you're right, Cody. It was not quite as long of a touchdown strike, but same exact play. Avery Johnson gets to Reeves, but just could not bring the big fella down.
The extra point attempt is up and good. 51-48, 5:45 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Patriots with the lead and about to get the football back. You're listening to Patriots football.
Thinking about getting your windows tinted? Then see the Tint Man, Garrett Harris at Well Shaded Tint. Trucks, cars, SUVs, tractors, big trucks, and ATVs. Well Shaded Tint can tint them all. And if you're looking at commercial or residential tint, call Well Shaded Tint today at 318-837-1514. Or stop by 234 Taylor Avenue in Winsboro. There's no tint job that can't be done with the Tint Man, Garrett Harris at Well Shaded Tint. Call or stop by today.
Welcome back to Patriots football, 51-48. Patriots lead at 5:45 remaining here in the 4th quarter.
Another touchdown drive for Tioga. They respond after the Patriots score. So we'll get the kickoff here.
It's going to be an onside kick attempt. Takes a couple of bounces. Chauncey White's able to cover it up, so the Patriots hands team does a great job there. They'll have it at the 44. Go ahead.
Malone to Reeves for the 2nd time tonight, Cody. 12 yards out, the extra point good to make it 51-48. Patriots with a 3-point lead here in the 4th quarter with 5:45 to go. And I tell you what, we've talked about all night, of course, Adams, but Malone's had quite the game too. On his 3rd touchdown pass of the night, and he's also rushed for over 50 yards. And the Patriot offense, though, they've held strong all night. Great game by Ellis, DJ Neal, Chauncey White, and they're asked to do it again here. Try to put this baby to bed. You certainly need to eat the clock up a little bit, and the points would be great.
Here's a handoff. That's going to be a quarterback keeper. Ellis right up the gut. Ellis with a lot of running room. Breaks a tackle down the near sideline. One man to beat. Desire and Ellis will take it all the way. Touchdown as flags come flying in. Ellis with the backflip. But he's going to get a 56-yard touchdown run to quiet the crowd just a tad.
Well, we haven't seen him break like that in a while, Cody. Of course, we've had so many big runs out of Desarian this year, no bigger than that 99-yard run. But that one right there at this point in the game, he just kicks to the outside, turns it in another gear. I think the ankle's fine, by the way.
Yeah.
Was that
56
yard touchdown run by Desarian Ellis. And the Patriots get punched in the mouth, and then they punch harder. They punch back. They hit them with the right hook, and that's something Tioga has not been able to figure out tonight. They may have been able to catch this defense off guard tonight a few times, but the offense has been so solid, Cody. Such a big night for the offense, Franklin Parish. 57-48 the score here, 5:34 remaining.
So Ellis was flagged on the celebration, and Tioga elects to enforce the 15-yard penalty from
on the extra point.
On the extra point. So now the offense is going to have to come back out on the field because Jackson Cordell is not here anymore.
No. What about the backflip, though?
Backflip was nice. It was nice. Ellis for the well-shaded tent, 2-point conversion. Ooh. He's sacked in the backfield. So he gets a touchdown run, but the 2-point conversion attempt is no good. By the way, Ellis was on the hands team a few moments ago as well. I just noticed that watching the replay back before the big touchdown run from Ellis. So it's 57-48. 5:34 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Tioga trying to do whatever they can to keep Franklin Parish from tacking on any extra points or 2 points there. Try to get it a little closer now, 9-point lead. Franklin Parish will kick it off from the 40. Tonight's broadcast being brought to you by WSB. Since 1902, WSB has provided friendly local banking to our customers, great service, and quality financial products that make banking convenient. Visit a location near you in Winsboro, Gilbert, Mangum, and Rayville. Also by Well Shaded Tent. Call the tent man, Garrett Harris, today if you're looking to get tent on your cars, trucks, SUVs, tractors, residential, or commercial. 837-1514. Or visit them at 234 Taylor Avenue in Winsboro. The shelter insurance kickoff will be a squib kick that is loose. Taken in at the 36-yard line by the Indians. Indians coming near side. Indians got blockers getting to the edge and forced out of bounds at the 40-yard line, Matt.
Well, Cody, that took one play, that last score for Ellis, 56-yard run, and that's his 5th total touchdown of the night. Desarian Ellis with 3 touchdown strikes through the air and 2 with his legs. And the Patriots still, though, having to fight with this Tioga team after a great kickoff return for Tioga puts them across the 50 yet again to start off.
Tell you what, Zay Boley nearly got to him as soon as he received that squib kick from Carl. Boley
very close there.
Yeah. So first down and 10 for the Indians at the Patriot 38. 5:26 remaining here in the fourth. Back to pass is Malone. Malone looking. Malone hit. Malone sacked. And that's C.J. Jones.
C.J. We're mentioning he's having a great night, and right there another big sack for the sophomore C.J. Jones, Cody. And put on about 25 pounds from his freshman year, and you can certainly see it. That was a forceful sack for C.J.
C.J. gets the sack, and then he high-fives the official. Second down and long. A bubble screen. Catch is made and upended at the 41-yard line. I don't think the official was actually trying to high-five him. It
CJ
looked like he was telling him to go back to the defensive side. But
CJ thought he was giving him some dap.
he gave him a little high-five back. So after the bubble screen down to the 41, it's going to be third down and 13. 4:24 remaining. Malone in the shotgun. Adams to his left. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. 57-48 Patriots lead. Play clock down to 4. Snap back to Malone. Malone, here comes the rush. Malone loses the football. It's loose, still loose, and a pile up for it. Tavon Bell, C.J. Jones say it's Patriots football. Addison comes up and says it's Patriots football. As there's a fight for it, I'm assuming, at the bottom of that pile. And it's Franklin Parish football.
I think Avery Johnson came up with it there at the end. Looks like the ball just came flying out of his hands. Maybe a couple times tonight that's happened, but that's the first turnover that resulted of it.
There it is.
Yeah, that's what you needed, Cody. We needed a turnover in the fourth quarter in a tight game, and we got it. The Patriots with the ball back now, holding a 57-48 lead over Tioga. in a wild season finale here tonight on the reservation.
Patriots will get it at the Tioga 41, first down and 10. As all of the air has just been sucked out of the Tioga faithful here on the home side. As Patriots get their first turnover of the night. Man in motion, that's Spradling. They hand it off to him. Spradling trying to find the edge, and it's taken down inside the 40 at about the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the play.
Stays in bounds, picks up a few yards. Very patient right there, looking for a block. Good first down play by the Patriots as it ticks down 3:35 and ticking in the fourth quarter. 57-48 Patriots. Trying to wrap this up.
Oh, you got what you want. You got the football, you got the clock moving, under 3.5 to play, and you got a 2-possession lead.
That's it.
57-48. Second and about 7 here for the Patriots. Jones in motion. Ellis looking to pass, trying to set up the screen. Will get it over the head of DJ Neal, and a flag comes in.
Late flag. Looked like after the pass was incomplete, then the flag came out.
You possibly get an illegal man downfield, I would think. It is. It's going to be an ineligible man downfield, lineman downfield. When you're setting up for that screen, as Ellis, you want to give the offensive line enough time, but he had a rush coming at him and had to backpedal a few more steps.
About 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage by the time he let the ball go.
So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Puts the ball at the 43-yard line. And is that a loss of down? No. Redo the down. Second down. So 2nd and 12. 2 receivers to each side. Ellis stands in the shotgun. DJ Neal to his right. And now more yardage going to be tacked on against Franklin Parish. So they got some movement on the offensive line. Going the wrong way here.
Certainly going the wrong way, and it's just like one of those things where just Tioga will not go quietly. Patriots in a good position, though. Just need to focus on finishing this one off because the defense has certainly kicked it up a gear for them in the last 5 minutes, the second half.
Here's the snap on second down. They hand it off to Neal. Neal left side. Neal foot race down the sideline. Neal's got a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down at the 25.
That young man's had quite the game. Quite the game. He's a patient runner, but he's also, he's got a speed burst too, Cody, and he can lower his shoulder on you if he has to. But you can see he's over 20 carries tonight, and he's still got that pop when he hits that second tier. Huge first down for the Patriots.
Oh, man.
It's now below 3 minutes to go in this one.
He went out of bounds at the 25, but the clock's still rolling.
Yep.
Play clock down to 4. Snap back, they'll fake the handoff, and Ellis will keep it coming near side. Ellis will slide down at the 25-yard line. No gain on the play, and Tioga will take a timeout with 2:35 remaining.
Forced them to use those timeouts there as Ellis slides to the ground. We'll go to the Winsboro Sports scoreboard, 35-6. It looks like it'll be the final. Caldwell will get their first win of the season against Vidalia. Jonesboro Hodge 28-0, the final there over Cedar Creek. Arcadia loses to Lincoln Prep 40-8 tonight. Ruston shuts out West Monroe 36-0.
Wow.
At Don Shaw's Field, 5-5 season looks like for the Rebels this year. Of course, they might probably inch in the playoffs, but a disappointing season for West Monroe.
Not a losing season, though.
Not a losing season. The Madison Jaguars 36-22, winners over Beekman Charter. Tonight, Bastrop wins 8-6 over North Webster over in Morehouse Parish. Carroll beats Richwood. I believe Richwood finished 0-10, 22-16. Tonight, the Carroll Bulldogs get the win there. And Ash blows Neville out of the building, 42-16. Wins District 2 5A. Thomas Bachman and the Trojans tonight. in a battle of unbeatens. And Ouachita gets the 49-13 win over Pineville. Franklin Parish holding a 57-48 lead, Cody, approaching the 2-minute mark here in the fourth quarter.
2:35 remaining, and they've got it 2nd down and 10 from the Tioga 25-yard line. Ellis will send Trey Martin out wide. They'll snap it, hand it off to DJ Neal. Neal with a flag in. Neal's down around the 15-yard line. We'll check the flag, though. It's looks to be in a direction of a hold against Franklin Parish. It is a hold against Franklin Parish. I back them up 10 yards. Will likely be 2nd and 20. As Neal had just about what looked to be just about enough to move the sticks. So Tioga with the clock running at 2:25 now. Which doesn't hurt, actually helps Franklin Parish.
Definitely does.
Either way, that works out. They run the same formation, motion Martin out. Looking to pass, they throw it. Chauncey White has the catch. White makes a man miss. White is going to walk in for his 4th touchdown of the night.
The quick strike from Ellis to White has just been a dagger tonight. Career night for Chauncey White, junior wide receiver for the Patriots. Little brother to Javion, and I bet Javion, if we go back and look, didn't have too many 4-touchdown receiving nights. And Chauncey White has been deadly tonight, and that probably is the dagger, my friend.
Patriots, a big State Farm touchdown pass from Ellis to White. They'll set up for the well-shaded 10 extra point as they lead it now 63-48 with 2:07 remaining here in the ball game. Snap back. Kickoff up, and it is good. Drew Calloway tacks on the well-shaded 10 extra point. And the Patriots lead at 64-48 with 2:07 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Patriots football will continue in a moment.
Versatile Land Service LLC can take care of whatever your land needs may be. Call them today for a free in-person estimate. From mulching and underbrushing to bush hogging, from drainage to demolition, from stump removal to emergency storm cleanup, from driveways to house pads. Whatever your land needs may be, call them today. And with hunting season approaching, let Versatile Land Service LLC get that hunting property in shape before the season begins. Call for an estimate today, 318-680-4991. Licensed and insured. Versatile Land Service, LLC.
Welcome back to Patriots football as Franklin Parish looks like they have put the icing, the cherry on top of this one tonight. Now lead at 64-48.
Yeah, only had to go about 40 yards after getting that first turnover of the night on that fumble. And Ellis finds White again for White's 4th receiving touchdown of the game to give the Patriots the 64-48 lead with 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go in this one, Cody. And that's Ellis's 6th total touchdown of the night. Chauncey White, though, 4 receiving touchdowns. Big night for the junior wide receiver.
Huge night as the Patriot Shelter Insurance kickoff goes out of bounds at the 48 of Franklin Parish. So it's going to be pretty good field position for, so there's another flag. There's 2 flags. One on the kickoff and then one just got dropped. The 41 of Tioga. Okay, so I think they're going to have to re-kick this, like maybe a illegal formation against the kicking team, or I think Tioga could actually tack that on to the end. Nope, here comes the kickoff return team back out on the field.
I tell you, Ryan Parks went through the pencils tonight over there on the sideline when you think about all the stats he's had to keep tonight. So it looks like as they switch out Franklin Parish, okay, they're sending their team to the sideline, but
yeah, I think the kickoff team's got to come back.
Got to come back out on the field.
There's the tee going to Addison. Yeah, Mr. Parks, you say the players practice all week. We come do the games on the radio. Will, Mr. George over here, they take care of us on Friday nights with all the camera work. But the hardest working man in the entire stadium on Friday nights is Ryan Parks.
Yeah, it never ends. You get constantly, running data in your head.
He's got to be the most fit man in the building.
Yeah, and a lot of times he, back even a few times this year, he's got to run the stats up to us as halftime. Yeah. But he's had his hands full tonight for sure, Cody. If you think about the total yardage that he's had to tally up for both of these teams, and then, of course, just the 64-48 score. The Patriots leading 2:07 to go as they re-kick this kickoff.
Shelter Insurance kickoff again from the 35. This will be a squib kick that will be taken in by the Indians. Nowhere to go there, though. Tripped up by Addison Spradling at the 45-yard line. Nicely covered by the Patriots. I think Ryan Parks has got more carries than DJ Neal tonight.
And that's quite a bit, I tell you. So defense comes back on the field, Cody. He's had some excellent stands here. Of course, coming up with that turnover last time out as Tioga – time's probably running out on them trying to get this win here tonight, but you can bet it's going to be a fight to the very last whistle.
2:03 remaining, and the Indians with the ball first and 10 from the 45-yard line.
And a final from Vidalia. Caldwell does get the win, 34-6, and that'll be their first win of the year. Will help the Patriots with the points.
Flags will drop before the play here. Give the Patriots just what they need there. I mean, you go through their schedule, all right? So don't know what West Jefferson did tonight.
Right.
Could look that up. But St. Fred's won last night. I would imagine Calvary Baptist won tonight as well. I think they've run the table, too, since losing to Franklin Parish. I know they were undefeated. Nope, they weren't undefeated. They had 2 losses at that point, I think. Lost to Neville prior to that.
Neville, yeah.
So a 5-yard penalty against Franklin Parish will be 1st and 5 for the Indians at midfield. Shotgun formation, snap back. They'll swing it out to a wide receiver who will get down around the 45, enough for a first down.
So Calvary did get the win tonight, 63-6 over North Caddo. And, of course, the win on Tioga.
That finished them at 8-2.
8-2 on the season. And, of course, Tioga had a couple big wins on the season, too. They beat Gina. So the win tonight may push the Patriots into that number 4 seed, and we'll find out as soon as LHSA lets us know.
Yeah. Minute 40 remaining. Here's a pass outside, and the receiver makes a catch. It's Kervin Johnson down the sideline. Out of bounds at the 20. For a Indian first down. Clock stops, a minute 32 remaining on the clock. Malone with 2 receivers left, 1 to the right in the shotgun with Adams to his left. Here's the snap. He'll roll out to the near side, throws it on the run. The catch is made and taken down by Avery Johnson inside the 20, down around the 18-yard line. They're going to stop the clock, say he got out of bounds.
Of course, other Patriot wins, you look at or the loss to Ouachita Parish, but they did get the win tonight. And, of course, West Ouachita and Wasserman both win tonight as well.
2nd and 8 here. Minute 25 remaining. Patriots looking to wrap this one up. Is it intercepted? It is. Oh, my goodness. Jacoby Brooks.
Yes, sir.
Picks off the pass from Malone. And that will be how it wraps up here tonight at Tioga.
Well, Cody, we said it that the defense kind of struggled out of the gate to figure out this Tioga offense, but they finished so strong with 2 turnovers on the last 2 Tioga possessions. In the offense, they were strong all night. But the defense has certainly showed up here, especially in this 4th quarter for the Patriots.
Oh, man, what a play by Brooks. He read it perfectly. kind of jumped the route, got in position better than the receiver was in, and just basically took it away from him. So the minute 19 remaining, Patriots 64-48. Here in the fourth quarter. Patriots going to come to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation, snap, handoff up the middle to Neal. And flags thrown on the play. We'll stop the clock with 1:14 remaining. Check and see who the flag's against. Personal foul.
Face mask?
Nah, it looks like a low block.
So
it was pointing towards Tioga.
Yeah, the flag.
So maybe try to see what it is. Tavon Bell's coming off the field. I think they might have went low on one of the offensive linemen. Still trying to figure out what, there's a lot of looking around.
Officials are still talking about it. And
yeah. So the flag's against Tioga, or at least that was in the direction. It is going to be against Tioga. Okay. So I think what they did was they went low on Tavon Bell.
Yeah, at this point, get him out of the game.
Yeah.
Don't need any injury like that at this point in the game. 1:14 remaining. Patriots 64-48, trying to put this baby to bed. I know you're ready to get to bed. You got a ways to go, though, buddy.
Yeah, got a ways to go. Clock winds with 1:06 remaining. You can just take a couple kneel downs here, huh?
I think that would do the trick as we're below a minute and ticking to go.
Ellis looking at the clock, the play clock, that is at 15 seconds, so he can let a few more seconds go down. Franklin Parish will improve to 9-1 tonight. Here's a snap, handoff up the middle to DJ Neal, up to the 39-yard line. Clock rolls inside 30 seconds, and that, I believe, unless Tioga wants to take timeouts, they will not. That's going to be the final score for tonight as the final 20 seconds tick off the clock. Patriots, they 64-48 win over Tioga. It was not easy.
Didn't have that on your bingo card.
Did not.
Yeah.
Did not. But the Patriots will improve to 9-1, a perfect 5-0 in district play here in 2024. Tioga will drop to 4-6. And their playoff chances take a huge hit as they still needed some help to get in. They were on the outside looking in before tonight, but that will probably end Tioga's season. Matt, our Winsboro Health and Fitness Player of the Game tonight.
Well, let's go offense first, right? There could be so many. Ellis had a great game, DJ Neal, but I think Chauncey White gets it tonight, Cody. 4 touchdown receptions. Don't think he's been the player of the game this year. He is on the season finale. What about defense?
Defensively, man, I think you got to go for Zay Boley. Zay Boley had about 3 drives there at the end of the second quarter that really got Franklin Parish in a position to take the lead going into halftime. I mean, he had several pass breakups. He had 2 plays in a row that he read the play perfectly and was able to stop one for a loss, the other one for no gain. And then on the final drive, Tioga's going in and try to kick a field goal, and Franklin Parish blocks the field goal. Zay Boley comes off the edge, lays out Superman style, as you said, and blocks it. So I think Zay Boley tonight, man, those plays really changed the momentum of this game, gave Franklin Parish an opportunity to go down, score, take the lead going into the half, and then, of course, come out to start the third quarter and go down the field and extend their lead.
Yep, and it was just a great effort, I think, by the defense in that final quarter to really put this game to bed. But the offense, they showed out tonight. And just a congratulations to Coach Burnett and his staff. everybody involved with this team on a 9-1 season. It's the best record in school history, Cody, but Coach Burnett will tell you that's just another check off the box. And you know their ultimate goal, it's plastered on the wall there in the field house, and that's that Superdome. Well, that begins maybe next week, maybe the week after. We don't know. We'll know when the brackets come out, and Patriots have a possibility. They could have a bye in the first round of the playoffs. Regardless, it's going to be an exciting month of November, and you can catch it all here on KMAR The Bird. I can't wait.
Absolutely. It's been a fun one here tonight. Patriots win it here on a regular season finale, 64-48, and they improved their record to 9-1 on the regular season to wrap it up. A big thanks to all of our sponsors for bringing you Patriots football here in 2024. Big thanks to George and William on the camera work this year. It's been a fun year, guys. We actually get to sit in the booth with them tonight. So
usually a wall separating between us, but we're all together tonight, and we'll work on some beats next week for William for some of those spots. Right?
It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. Patriots will be in the playoffs, and we'll see probably on Monday where they will be at home for sure, but whether or not it'll be next week or the next week. So you can stay tuned in. We'll be talking with Coach Burnett on Tuesday next week, and hopefully we'll have some answers by then on where everything will stand. Final score here tonight, 64-48. Patriots win it. For Matt Reynolds, I'm Cody Maroney. Have a great rest of your Friday night. We'll see you back here for the playoff edition of Patriots football, hopefully in the next week or two.
Yeah, we'll see you then.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. Have a great weekend. You've been listening to Patriots football right here on KMAR.